Yeah. Better know my head, but don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them pitbulls. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legend of doom, behind set tone. Locked tight, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal game build, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down Ram in the dark. DSK and Metal High Dog, pound by hard when they hit. Praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster real strong. Southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Lil' fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary and lit as shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it,
Don't talk about it,
be about it.
don't talk about it.
That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Going hard kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. From yellow Mayday 8s, they bred real stars. Welcome to the yard where the legends get raised, where the chain spots shine and the bloodlines praise. Grand champ King Kunta with that royal type stride. Red ruby in the pen, red hot worldwide. The brat in the cut, keep the hustle on track. Pretty mama got the look and the structure intact. L-Ride bring the heat, yellow bird bring the flame. Gus and 38 special certified in the game. What day in the ring, crowd love in the scene. Dogs moving like ghosts in the champion's dream. From yellow to buck, their foundation is tough. Yellow buck in the veins, yeah the roots run rough. Mayday in the pedigree, ace in the spine. That old school fire still alive in the line. Twin brothers in command, pushing forward with pride. Going hard on the banner, let the whole world ride. Hard work in the yard, every sunrise earned. Legacy in the dirt, with every chain spot turned. No shortcuts taken, no champions bought. Just blood, sweat, time, and the lessons they taught. Going hard kennels, yeah we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. Yellow Mayday ace, turning pups into stars. Sheriff Pal bought us in the game, stamp legit. Find him in Tornadoes pedigree, Hall of Fame, double grand champion. James Pogay, the formula showed how to build and sustain. Blueprints in the blood, yeah the knowledge remain. T.O. our partner, Ohio Cash showed how to win. Turn losses into lessons, now it's trophies we spin. Mama, Triple M, deep south in the mix. Arsenal, Kennel, Stone City, solid foundations, no tricks.
Hardcore, BLB up in the spec is 6.
Yes. Yeah. Dead, Todd, Tony Wade, Southern Kennels, real ones through time from Pro Set, Windy City, combined in place, low type, Apex, pressure built for the chase, gotta eat boys, black ice, hunger sharp as a blade, third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid. Yeah, I said third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid.
Yeah, it's more Mike in the house.
Going hard with the legends, paying homage, you know. Yo, Twins Mo and Mike, we running this game. Legends in the making, never gonna be the same. Kennels popping hard, these game dogs raised right. The brat, pretty mama, they shining so bright. LaMayday, what a day, they breathe the heat. Red Ruby L-Rod, they can't accept defeat. With 38 special and Yellow Bird, we top tier champions, grand champions, ain't no fear.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Made a bug Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunch and awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch two and don't talk about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
KPTO, the modern Earl Tudor. Got in the pack, making moves like a tutor. Apbt, family thick, like legends in the game. Legend of them, Triple M. Shout out the name, Deep South, Roadblock. We upholding tradition. Mama, Southern Kennels, we got that ambition. Hardcore hitter, Stone City brings the fire. The Abrahams, the fam lifting us higher.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Made a bug Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunch and awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch two and don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Listen up, respect the hustle, respect the grind. Ben, Nate Dogg, putting in work intertwined. Keeping that legendary status alive, you feel? Don't hate on the ride, catch the bus, we keep it real. What's history without a future? We pay the way, Captain. We make it happen, that's the play.
So here's to the champions, run the race, stand tall. Twins Mo and Mike, we gon' answer the call. Legends in the game, yeah, we holding it down. In the world of game dogs, we wearing the crown.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Made a buck Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunch and awesome, maybe we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch two and don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Shout out to Ohio Cash, the man with the plan, Rastaman Boom, Schoolboy, aka the. There's levels to this game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Rob, 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 rob.
Yo.
Yeah.
What up, though?
It's more
What
Mike in
up,
the
though?
house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Going hard with the legends,
Stop it.
paying
Stop
homage, you
it.
know.
Stop it, Mike.
Twins.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I got me on a mad one today. Got me on a mad one. It's Friday. It's Hot Mike fucking Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy because it was Friday. Nice hard work weekday. You know what I'm saying? Get to come out and hang out with the fellas. get this party started out right. Big shout out to all my people out there in the Shark Tank. Big shout out to all my people out there on the back street. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that either, because you know what? It should be a privilege, an honor to hang out in the Shark Tank. What up to the tank? Who I got out here tonight? Big shout out to my man, Mr. Carlos Lee in the house. What up, fam? Showing them roses, showing the love early in the game. What up, fam? Big shout out to my man, Mr. Charles Richardson. What up, Charles? Dana, what up, though? I see you, fam, showing that mad love. My man, Mr. Paul Johnson, I see you. What up, fam? Showing that love early, giving out them roses from the start. Y'all know it's finna be a mad one. Big shout out to my main man, Mr. Chico Nicholas. What up, fam? Yo, big shout out to that insane honey badger. What up, fam? Yo, Melee, 420. What up, fam? Salute to you too, fam. What else I got out there? Yo, my man, Elevated Kennels in the house. What up, fam? My man, Mr. John Dembry. What up, fam? I like that already, Dana. I'm picking the brat because I heard she was a straight killer. All gas, no brakes. I would be a damn good one to start with. I'm just saying. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Aaron Jackson. He said, awesome, baby. I feel you on that one too, fam. Look, we're going to be jumping in there because, you know, y'all know tonight's going to be one of them kind of conversations because we done led up to this point when we talk about legacy. Man, I'm tired of talking about these damn males. Let me tell you about these damn females. This shit wouldn't be possible. But I ain't going to get into that right now. Hold on, let me get my boys out the way. Big shout out to my man, Union County Kennels in the house. What up, bam? Yo, big shout out to the Hardway Kennels in the house. What up, bam? My man, Mr. Carlos Regas in the house. What up, Carlos? My man, Mr. Derek Lockett. What up, fam? Long-time supporter, the one and only Mr. Vernon Starr in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to Gang Dog University, a.k.a. Wells. What up, fam? What else I got down here? Showtime Kennels in the house. What up, fam? Houston, Texas is in the fucking building tonight. What? Representing. I see you, fam. My man, Mr. Star said, awesome, baby, all day. You know, that's a funny one to see y'all pick that one. Because we all know she was cold as hell. But damn, could that bitch produce? You know, we talk about it because we had to get some of that in our yard. I'm telling you, it had to make some type of damn difference. Shit. I'm just saying. Let the goddamn proof be in the pudding. If the pudding tastes good, goddamn it, go buy some more. Shit, that's what I'm saying. Big shout out to Horsepower. But my man, Dirt Sorority. What up, fam? I see you. Hey, man, you know, we be leading up to some of the craziest conversations. But y'all just wouldn't believe that me and my brother, we actually be sitting down, having these discussions to where, you know, I can't really say too much shit. I be stuck on like stupid sometimes because he be wanting to throw them receipts at me and shit. And, you know, I don't know nothing about little damn receipts. I'm trying to always go back to the damn dogs. Well, how come we ain't had none of that shit on the yard then? You know, I throw them kind of curveballs at him and shit. Make his ass real mad. But one thing Mo has always consistently said, him and KP always from the beginning, from when I first start understanding some of the shit that they were saying, them boys was dead set on, man, we got to get the right bitch. Always made that a point. But then they are students of James Pope. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Pope. Remember, he was the man behind Shirley. So I always looked at, when we always talk, we always putting up males and shit. But then you think back, where would these males be if it don't be for the damn females? You know what I'm saying? The females was always going to be the key to any and everything that was moving as far as Going Hard Yard was concerned. Wouldn't care how many times they argued about shit, they was always going to be talking about that female. Because of them, the female is what kind of really mattered. Everybody loved to talk about the legendary stud dogs, the famous names, the producers that sired hundreds of pups. But see, tonight, we're going to turn our spotlight exactly where it belongs, on the real backbone, the foundation, and the anchor of any elite yard, the great producing females of the past. Top tier males, they can sire endless litters. But a world-class brood bitch, she only has a small limited window to make her mark. So tonight we're just going to break it down, the art of the female foundation, how the old masters built their families around legendary matriarchs, and why a yard with mediocre female always produce inconsistent results. Did you see that the major word in that conversation was mediocre females? So let's talk about it. At what point does a female go from mediocre to where you be willing to back her ass up to something worth talking about? Makes a big difference. Let me give a big shout out to my man, Vance 305, aka Super Kennels in the house. What up, Vance? My man Vance said, what up, bro? Give me Miss Leaky, Champion 357's mom. She produced a champion in every litter she had. Well, damn. That's the truth. We're going to have to get into that one because I'm pretty sure she's probably one of the most greats. But we definitely going to have to get into that one. Big shout out to my man, the legendary Mr. Will Turner's in the house. What up, fam? Let me see who. If I got any more new faces in there. My man, the hard way killer said, the Queen of Hearts. I believe she could have been bred better with the option 2 cross with some fire. Abraham really wasn't breeders, but when you got the queen, I mean, who in the hell wouldn't want to be, the man holding her and had your choice of any male out there? Sometimes, you need to sit down and analyze how she was actually, put out there as far as being a brood bitch. And did she have the same opportunity that some of the other greats did? Because the circumstances changed a lot of how things went. I think things could have been a lot different for Queen if, the circumstances was a little bit different, I just think they would have did things a lot different. Big shout out to my man, Tashawn Hanley. Yo, Mike Mo. What's good, fellas? What's good? What's happening, fella? What's up, fam? I see you. But, hey, fire them names out there, man. Big shout out to my man, Mr. John Johnson. What up, fam? We done had Awesome Baby. We done had the Brad. We done had the Queen. Come on, fellas. If y'all was to really stop and think about it, I said, if you was gonna really have, you know, a female, which one would you really want to start off your yard? Knowing what you know now. Because remember that this list of great female is really a very small list considering the size of this fraternity. It really is. It's small. Small list. But even with their limited ability compared to males, there's just these certain ones that stood out that had a major impact. A major impact. And it's, you know, sometimes like we talked about, like when Honey Bunch was bred to Zebo. Come on. Who would not want to have that breeding? And for people to think things went wrong. But we know Honey Bunch got around to a lot of damn males. Shit, damn near everything they tried to back up to her, she produced something. I even feel like she did something with Zebo. I don't know how Zebo became not where people got the idea that he wasn't a producer. Because if you're basing that on what him and Honey Bunch breeding, you know, maybe things just didn't work out. Maybe that just wasn't a click or something. But I know something came down over it because I see enough of it to where it has some type of lasting power. Somebody did something. But again, that's just one of a few, because shit, how many other bitches you ever know Debo have been bred to? He's the damn male. Give me another great female that they backed their ass up to him. See, these things have, you know, when we looking back on history, we can go back there and try to find these things, but if these things just never happened, then you have to look at why. Don't mean the dog was shitty. You know, maybe it was just something about the person with the dog. But these great breedings happened over the years when it came to these females, because if you notice, all great yards didn't just start behind what the male did. Most of the great yards was always going to be based off of a bitch or a group of bitches. You know what I mean? Sometimes like Polly and Dolly type shit. Like the Awesome Baby move. I mean, come on now. You took a cold bitch and went and bred to one of the, you know, best dog males out there when you went to motherfucking buck and got it off. And look what it did for that bitch. There aren't many champions ROM females, you know, back in that time. Not titled ones. And they're hard to come by. You know, we just try to stick around the list because remember, the list is basically made up of some of the best bred dogs out there. Hold on, I got a man, somebody in the house. Oh, he disappeared. Where'd he go? Come back, homie. I seen you. I definitely seen you. You popped out on me. Let's see who else I got down here. Big Ticket! What up, fam? Damn, Big Ticket, I gotta get your hardware. You gotta give me a chance to take care of that, fam. While Mo get on here. Take up this show right quick. Big shout out to Triple Mayday. Renegades. What up, Triple? I see you, fam. You like that Dirty Mary? Yeah. I like that one too. My man Berner said people revere Black Widow. I feel you on that one too, Vernon. People revere Black Widow, though there was never any documentation of any exploits the bitch threw well. Well, you know, from my understanding, you know, my understanding goes as far as me saying my damn name, but Black Widow is still one of them great dogs that when you start talking about bulldogs, she's always going to come up. Because for some reason, you're going to go start searching back through, I think it's on that Eli side bloodline, and keep following all the way back. Sometimes you're going to run into her. You don't have no choice but to run into her. That's the type of impact I'm talking about. Major. My man Van said he'll take Honey Bunch too. Well, damn. Honey Bunch with Miss Leakey. Well, you are a prime example of a great breeding yourself with the 357 and what you was able to do with it. But if you had, this out to my man Vance, if you had Miss Leakey, Vance, with the shit with the yard that y'all had, the dogs that y'all had, come on, man. Now, would you have bred that bitch to everything or tried to, knowing what you know now? I just throw that out there because I think we had some shit, or had a partner, somebody had some shit off of Miss Leakey too. It was, you know, turned out to be some good shit. And I can't remember how it was bred, but if it's true, Mobile, he gonna bring it back to me. The pure red boy Jocko stuff. Hey. That's right, Vernon. Help me out, Vernon. He said Honey Bunch was a producing bitch. Zebo and Honey Bunch didn't nix. That's what I was saying. Maybe that part didn't work. I got you, Mr. Tashawn. He said Dirty Mary, a.k.a. Orange Crush. Big shout out to the student. What up, fam? Long time no see, fam. He said Zebo was a top producer, period. I felt like that too, though. Student, I did. I mean, I know, because we always try to make it a point to have some Zebo in every dog that we ever had, regardless of what it was. You know, that was something that Mo and KP, don't tell me how they used to do it or how they came to it, but I remember always, I mean, I knew it so much because I always said, I know that Zebo back in there somewhere. You just got to go back there and find it, because they always made it a point. And I think, and I don't really think it's too many times it didn't happen for them. When they was going out, when they was doing some outs shit, that I'm gonna have some Zebo somewhere back there. That bad Rosemary, yes, sir. Another Miss Leakey. But fellas, I look. That was part of the question. Now, that was just one part of the question. So you got the females, but y'all got to help me out, because I need to understand, you know, too. You know, we always say it's always going to be the mindset of the breeder. Now, y'all picking these females, but share with, you know, some of us why. Why that? Okay, history tells you what they have done. You know, you could go back there and see, but why would you want, knowing what you know, why would you want that on your yard? What is it about that you liked? Was it the dogs they produced, the color, the body? Tell me, give me a little insight on some of y'all's answers, because I don't want it to be this one-sided situation, because, you know, I really like to know why. You know, it's evident that I would say Honey Bunch was heard at the top of the ROM list, but what was it about Honey Bunch? Well, shit, the bitch produced some badass dogs. I mean, that's where I would start at. And if I was going to try to start with something, I got Honey Bunch. I'm the breeder now. I can fuck up her whole goddamn breeding career if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's better to try to understand why we having this conversation based on we already know the outcome of the history part. You know, we almost have some type of ideal why that person took that dog and bred to that dog. You know what I'm saying? But that's us seeing the results of history. But even with all that, why would you do it? Would it be would you have the same outlook as a person who did it in the beginning who didn't know what the outcome would be like? So we have the upper hand because we have an ideal of what the outlook should be like. If I'm doing what they're doing, that I should be basically being able to get the same thing. A lot of people, you know, they think a little crazy sometimes when we say we copy it off of people, because, you know, everybody tries to make something original. But if you really been in this dog game, I mean, really been in it and been in it for quite some time, it really wasn't nothing that was brand new that hadn't already been done. There were so many different combinations of what and how people was doing shit. And if you really go back and look at some of it, you know, some of it just turned out better than others. And maybe because of the person who had the dog. Doesn't take anything away from the other guy who didn't get, you know, that claim to fame. But there were some people who had that ability to get that claim of fame because they just certain things that they did. I mean, we got a great story right here. We got Van Super Kennels right here, owner of 357. And you got to just remember now what he was able to do. So I can understand Vance's point when he said, talks about Miss Leakey. I mean, Vance, you need to hit that link because, you know, we know that was 357's mama. So what made y'all do that breeding? And why did you keep that dog? You know, that right there, that's great conversation because we all would like to know, especially me tonight. I want to get in the minds of the people who come to this show. You throw these names out there, but help us understand why. See, we never get those whys. Maybe because I think it's too much typing, you know? So that's why I try to keep this link down there, because there's nothing wrong with jumping up here, sharing a little bit of your conversation on why you would take that female of all the females you could have, pick a great one. And why would you use that one? What would you be looking for? Is it something you're trying to maintain as far as bloodline, where you're just trying to get that monster? You got the bitch, and how would you actually breed the bitch if you had her? Type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I know I got people from all over the United States out there to watch this show. So there's a lot of great dogs in this big ass country. You know, Honey Bunch was over in one area. You think about Awesome Baby being over here in this area, and just why we were able to get so many great dogs coming down that way because of the people we knew. You know, shit like that. Or how we got Amber. You know, the bitch that was really the foundation dog that really changed our kennel. One dog. And she was a female. Out of all of the dogs we had before then, that one dog changed everything for us as a kennel. And it's how we got her and how she was bred and how consistent that she was able to produce shit that we could move forward with. You know, that's what I would expect a bitch to do. A brood bitch. Now, everything that came after that was, yes, it was careful planning. Yep, it was picking the right bitches and bringing them to the right males. Because one thing that holds true, you can stud your dog out a whole lot of times compared to how many times a bitch can drop a litter. And so, yeah, it was great to be able to have a damn female to become an ROM. For us, it was, and damn near do it in one litter. Or have a litter like Triple M and them had. But that cold bitch. 17 wins. Dropped all the motherfuckers. Became an ROM diamond in one litter. 17 straight wins before they picked up that one loss. See, them the kind of things that I be looking at as far as when you talk about legacy. The backbone, the foundation, of this American Pit Bull Terrier that we talk about was not based on what the males did. We always talk about Red Boy and Jocko, but do y'all ever really pay attention to who these mamas be? And that's what I wanted to get in tonight. Because we got to give them their respect where respect is due. And if I got some dog men out here, y'all keep firing them names, because I really want y'all to hit that link, because I want to know why and how important you feel a brood bitch is based on the legacy of the American Pit Bull Terrier. My man Aaron Jackson said, Dirty Mary, yeah. When you talk about, I think that's Ronnie Boyles. Most of that's the key person behind the Boyles line. I mean, the brand itself. What up, fam? My man.
What's up? How you doing, bro? What's up? How you doing, bro?
You coming up in here? What you got on your mind, man? I appreciate you showing up, man.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm gonna come on and let me see if we can talk about. I was explaining about the Miss Leaky, man. That Miss Leaky thing.
Yeah.
Help
us out, bro.
Just because of what I seen, man, I'm gonna get a respect to Gaston, man. I used to be at that old man. We got to show love to him, cause when he seen that Sandman and Buck show, he turned his whole yard from bullet dogs to buck dogs. And I guess he acquired Miss Leaky. And man, everything he bred her to, she produced a champion. Champion boy was an ace. I think he bred her to Bodine. Got champion boy. He was an ace head dog. He bred her to Magoo. I think Magoo was right off a buck. Got champion Heartbreak, and he was a monster. They say his little mate brother Dipstick, he won 2. I think he messed his face up in his second, and he was better than Heartbreak. So that could have been another one. And then you got 357. He was a champion in the next litter. And then so everything that I think she got stolen right after that. But everything he was sticking her to, she was producing a champion. So I know if I breed her to whatever, I breed her to a German Shepherd, I'm getting me a champion. You know what I'm saying? I got a battle across. You feel me? I'm getting me a champion out of it. So I take Miss Leaky on that.
So is that why that was your main intention? Because of based on everything she was doing?
Yeah, man. Because I used to be at Gaston House all the time because I was in Charlotte a lot. So I used to see, and I just seen the dogs that he had. And I'm getting dogs off the sons and daughters of her. And that's how we got 3. That's how we got Osama. Osama's off Heartbreak, So I'm getting dogs off the sun, and I just see the dogs on the yard. I'm getting dogs off of Dipstick, and that Dipstick is a Heartbreak little mate brother. We got dogs off of Dipstick and Tammy, and Tammy is off of Red's champion Charlie, and all that stuff. Heartbreak, and that we got a grand champion dog named Osama. He down from Heartbreak and some more bullet stuff. So we getting bulldogs. I'm just seeing what the old man giving us. He giving us 5,
Just giving you 5.
Yeah. I'm just he giving us 5.
Now, when you touch into a golden pot like that, is your intentions to stay in that pot as long as you can and ride it, or would you or it was something about it you felt like you just got to change? Because you guys didn't really change much from what you got you where you got to.
Nah, we rode that fight. We don't get like you said, we didn't have like one bloodline because we had champions off a lot of different blood. But that fight right there, we rode it. We rode it to the bus out because y'all nobody probably don't know, but my homies, man, we end up getting we end up getting everything we wanted off of Gaston, y'all. We took all his brood bitches. We got them all. So we ended up with like 357 Little May sisters. We had two of them. We got my color brothers already had 357 Little May brother. So we end up getting that. We end up getting Rose, which she produced AP champion, one of his champions. So we took all his brood bitches. We walked around. That's how we get a summer. We got everything off guy. We just rated this y'all with everything that we wanted. He sold it to us. We took all his brood bitches that produced champions. We got them all. So we rolled that out, and and we started just crossing it with everything. We just didn't get to show the dogs off of it. That was the only thing because we ended up leaving, but we had dogs out. We were breeding it to everything. So so we rated Gaston Yard before he passed away. He sold us everything we wanted. He sold us pretty much whatever we wanted. So we rode it to the bus out.
Well, I got a question while I got you here. My man, Johnny Rocket, big shout out to you. I see you, Johnny. Johnny said, how many yards and average size did you guys have at your peak?
Yeah, I had wrote a comment to him. We had because we had it was really like 4 kennels together. It was us. Yeah, we had Color Brothers. Yeah. Then we had another kennel called Off the Chain and some other dudes that was in Palm Beach called S&K. So I'm gonna be honest, we probably had about 10 yards, man, because we probably had about 3, 4 in Fort Lauderdale. We had 1 in Miami, 1 in Orlando, 1 or 2 in Fort Pierce, 1 in Jacksonville. Not Jackson. Yeah, I had 1 in Jacksonville. We had my homie out in Texas. That was Jay. That was Jay when he was going to see the Macho Buck stuff. That was Jay. He was out in Texas, and we had my homie up in Virginia. So it was close. That was about 50 acres there. So, we probably had about 200 hounds. If I just add them all up, that was like 50 acres with my homeboy up in Virginia. So we had a lot of yards. I'm gonna say I didn't add all them up, but I'm assuming close to 10 if somebody added that up. I don't know how many that was, but we had a lot of yards.
And then y'all came up with the proper name for that, Super Kennels, because that's what other way could you call that?
Yeah, we had a lot of.
It was a perfect name for what y'all did.
Yeah,
you stayed busy. You had a lot of great dogs. And see, how important being that you got all them bitches from Gaston, and you probably didn't get a chance to do what you needed to do. But the thing was, everything that led up to y'all's success was based on y'all still dogs in your breeding program prior to that.
Yeah. So, but like I say, a lot of dogs we didn't get to show that we were breeding because what we did was we let a lot of them dogs. I did a lot of the breeding. I don't know who came up with that, but I did a lot of the breeding as far as who came up. I don't know who came up with. We ain't breeding them our males or females until their career was over with. I don't know who came up with it or me or what, but we never bred no dog until their career's over with. So, because me personally, I didn't want to breed a dog if he quit and got puppies. I won't feel good. So, if that's why 357, until his career was over with, Abbott's career was over with, it was like 6 years old, So that's why if some of the breedings that we did was grand champion to champion, champion to champion. Only time I bred an old bitch with no wins, because I bought her for somebody and somebody told me she producing. But everything else that we bred, grand champion to champion, a champion to champion. We didn't breed, but tested dogs. That was our own. We didn't breed so as far as a cold dog, I don't think a cold dog would ever. We would have never found out that breed. We would have never
Mhm.
found. You know what I mean? Personally, if we just had too many dogs and too many good dogs and too many access to dogs. You know?
Damn. Well, that's true too.
Yeah. So unless I got a cold bitch, say somebody sold me, say, man, this cold bitch producer, we bought her from somebody on our yard. She cold. I mean, she probably ain't gonna even be on the yard. You know, we
Mhm.
uh we had too many dogs, too many good dogs. A cold bitch just ain't gonna work. We ain't got the time. You know, we ain't got the time for you. We got a dog over here winning. We gonna breed her.
So you stick to the comment, Miss Leaky.
Yeah, but you know, you can't go wrong with Honey Bunch. I'm just going that because personally I seen that there from, from Gaston.
Mhm.
Personally, I seen from Gaston what type of yard he built. Because he produced he took Miss Leakey, bred of the Bodine, got champion boy. He produced and got Dipstick and Heartbreak. Heartbreak the one made a champion, but his little mate brother was better than him. He produced 357. So shoot. Plus he had other dogs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I take because he did pretty good. Everything he stuck it to, he got a champion. Can't go wrong with that. Imagine if he'd stuck it to 4 more bitches, four more males. I mean, that's 4 more champions. You feel me?
Yeah.
But he was by himself. He probably couldn't even condition as far as do as many. So he probably had dogs on his yard that instead of selling them, we had a lot of conditioners. So the other males, we can all condition a lot of dogs. He was by himself condition. So maybe I know he probably had dogs. Instead of selling them, we want to sold them. So and then we probably would have matched them. So Miss Leakey probably would have had more champions because we had more conditioners. So it was a different count. Gaston did his own by himself.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, but tell Mo to look that up, man. Yeah,
Which one?
see, the Miss Leakey, I'm just saying, I think those are the correct breeders with her, and tell what he think about it when he get on.
Hey Mo, you there?
Yeah, how Mo doing anyway? You doing good? Everybody, you doing good? Everything
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, he had his blood transfusion Tuesday.
Okay.
So he said
Yeah,
feeling a lot better, a lot different. So we're gonna see how
yeah,
that work out. See if his blood count come back right.
yeah, that's good.
I
Yeah, I'm
got some.
always, yeah, I always when I know he went in, I text him up. I text him see how he doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you let
yeah,
me know. And
hmm
you always call him to check on his ass because his
yeah,
ass crazy as hell and he's sick as fuck because he ain't gonna do the right
hmm
thing. I got to stay on him too sometimes.
yeah. But that'd be my pick. But you can't go wrong with a honey bunch either. You know. Yeah. So give me either one.
Either one, okay,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. But good. But yeah, I'm gonna jump back in the chat. I just wanted to get my little 2 cents. Yeah, man. I'm gonna jump back in the chat for you.
All right, bro, I got you. Hold
Okay,
on,
man.
I get Mo over. Hey Mo, I know you there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hey,
Okay.
pull up Miss Leakey for us, man.
Well, thank you. I've been glad to.
Okay,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
Now I know you was been back there. Tell me you didn't fall out
What are
on
you
me.
back there? What are you back there just chilling? What are you
You
asleep?
back there?
He's up.
I don't know, man.
What you back there doing, man?
What you
What's up
doing,
with you?
man? Hey Mo,
Yeah.
what you doing, man? You busy?
No, I'm pulling the lead.
Oh, okay.
Well, we trying to figure out what you doing, man. Was you sleep? Did you fall asleep on me? You got
Man,
awful quiet there
man,
for a minute, boy.
you gotta show me. You on deck now. You on deck. Come on now.
I thought the blood transfusion worked, boy.
It did. It did.
Okay.
It did.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you was talking, and I was listening like everybody in the chat and shit.
Yeah.
What? Forgot you was part of the show.
Sure
Nah,
did.
it ain't no fun if you ain't jumping in now. Come on now. We need your little 2 cents in there too now.
No more. You always talked about Miss Leakey though.
I always talk about Miss Leakey.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
She was like the awesome baby to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think he ever did. I don't think he ever did nothing with her. I think he just got her for cost a buck. I don't think he ever did anything with her, but she was throwing. She was throwing. I'm so glad he changed his yard to buck dogs, cause boy, she threw.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see her? Y'all see her, guys? I got it up there.
Yeah, we see her.
Looking just like a buck dog.
Yeah. 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 But that'll be my pick of her, either her honey bunch. I'm trying to kick some teeth in. You know. I'm trying to kick. I need something that's gonna throw. I'm trying to kick some teeth in.
Well, y'all didn't neither one of y'all mention that she came off of all M, daddy and mama. You know.
Yeah, I ain't think.
One of the few great bitches just bred that good.
Mm-hmm. And then plus that's what.
Yeah, she got the registered marriage trade in it for damn sure. Y'all tell me if that ain't a proof right there.
And she registered married. She registered married too now.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that trait.
Yeah.
Again, what I'm talking about. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, she produced, so that'll probably be my pick on the simple fact that I just seen the hands-on what she did. But just reading about it, I miss Honey Bunch too. But Miss Leakey will be my pick because I just got to see Gaston Yard all the time. I was always there.
Got to see it in action. Say, I got to have some of that shit. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm always at his yard if I'm in town.
Let's point out Red Double up in here. Let's point out Red Double. They go Sundance. That's Red Double right there.
What you mean? They
go more throwing this shit in there. See, you got it started, Marlo.
What you did? What I started up? What Red Devil? Red Devil?
Yeah, Mo, tell him the story, man.
I done heard him. I done heard him. But what you saying? She Red Devil off of her or what?
No, Red Devil was Sundance. David Tam bought from. Yeah.
Oh, who was Sundance off of? Sundance is
Sundance was off of Miss Leakey.
Yeah, Sundance. I think is Heartbreak Little Mate's sister, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Right there.
So yeah, Red Devil do look like a buck dog now.
Okay, and they run around and calling him a registered married too. Now let's talk about it.
Yeah. Hey. He do look like a buck dog.
David Tam bought him. We know David Tam bought him. You know, all of a sudden, hey, and I got a picture of Red Devil being bred looking just like Miss Leakey.
Yeah.
Okay, come on now.
All of them got that trait. Yeah, if you look at 357, all them dogs look the same. All them dogs look the same. Yep. They all look the same.
Tell me that wasn't a hell of a breed right there. What?
Mm-hmm. That's what Sundance is that? Let me see. Sundance, Magoo. Yeah, Magoo. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's our Heartbreak. Yeah, that's our break Little May's sister. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
now we had
I'm trying to tell you, David Tam knew exactly what he's doing. This dog right here became Red Devil number 2.
He Gaston had another bitch that he bred a lot. Her name was Rose, and she produced a couple champions. That's the one that I ended up having Sundance Little May's sister. I ended up breeding her to 357, but that particular time she didn't take. I was so mad. It was Rose. It was they Little May's sister. I had bred her to 357. I was so mad she didn't have puppies.
It's the ones we always want and we don't get.
I was gonna do it again. They just put me on a vacation. I was gonna do it again. But they end up taking, let's say, the Rose bitch and took her up to Burns yard and bred her to a dog named Johnny. Was it Johnny something? I can't remember this. Johnny something. And I got this real bad bitch named Pumpkin, which was off of that Rose bitch. I had a bad male off of him to 357. She took. I didn't get to show him, but it was like bred like that to to that dude Burns Stumpers, some Red Bull Jocko stuff. Got a real bad bitch. Yeah.
I got Rose up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they took Rose and bred him to Burns. I think it's Johnny something. And I got a bad bitch named Pumpkin. And that was the bitch I bred at 357. I got a monster male, but I couldn't show him I was gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Rose bitch right there. See, she threw that H3R dog right there, yeah. I knew them dudes there. Yeah.
That's some producing shit, though.
Yeah. That's why I say I'll tell you Miss Leaky, because Gasson was producing. But see all them dogs with APR and all them getting? See, I ain't sell dogs. See, I'd have told Miss Leaky, I would have had all that stuff. I ain't selling them. See, nobody, I don't sell puppies. You know what I'm saying? So only our friends, we just pass, we give puppies, we give them away to each other, So I would have had all that stuff off all that stuff. Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a new one here. That breeding up who's that red buck dog? That's Magoo, ain't it?
No, he called him Old Buck. He was right off of Old Buck. He called him Old Buck. He called him Old Buck. That was his name. That ain't Magoo. Magoo was off of, no, that ain't Magoo. That's another dog he had. He called him Old Buck.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a bad bitch off of him, bred to 357, sister named Patsy. And he called him Old Buck. Magoo was, I think they took a son and a daughter off a buck to get Magoo. They took a son and a daughter off a buck to get Magoo with some but that dog there he called Old Buck. He kind of looked like a bulldog. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he produced some good dogs too. But we had a bad bitch off of him bred the 357 sister. Yeah.
Hey Mo.
Yeah.
You got a question, my man Carlos George. What up, fam? I see you. Big shout out to Pit Dog. What up, everybody? Hey, you got a question. He said, "What's up, GHK? What's your opinion on Buck?"
What's my opinion on Buck? I would have to say Buck is one of the greatest producing grand champion on that list. It's funny to sit there. We talk about Buck, and there's so many kennels you can just relate to Buck. All of them had great dogs. Yeah. Super Kennels, Stone City Kennels, Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? Untouchables. You know what I mean? I even have to even say the line itself is like when you say Mayday, you gotta remember Mayday is damn near bred like Grand Champion Buck. It's like Mayday and Yellow Buck were the same type of line breed, same type.
Yeah. And man, when they go to that Red Bull Jocko stuff, man, it ain't no joke.
That's the truth.
I'm gonna tell you what it do good with too. It do good with Carver stuff. I just ain't get to show none. But when you put some of that Carver stuff with it, oh my God, it goes well with Carver too.
What kind of Carver would you do it with?
Oh, we did it where we had. Remember one time we showed some stuff from Scuffle, some Boomerang Snooty stuff we had.
Yeah.
Remember we showed one time when we did a show. We had some Boomerang Snooty stuff that my homeboys them started with.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We had some of that shit.
Yes. Yes, yeah. So we bred some of that to it. We had this clip dog, and we bred it to a female, and then we had some females that was down from the boomerang snooty, and we crossed it up. And man, boy, we had some. They can wrestle and crunch. Yes.
Damn. Now,
Yeah.
now you said snooty and some boomerang stuff. Knowing the boomerang and arts missing with litter mates, that's a good come up right there.
Yeah. My homeboy them had that.
Breeding.
Yeah. It was some old stuff that they first started with that they loved, and they always had it.
But you gotta admit though, that goddamn Miss Leakey was very good as fuck though, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But y'all ain't never. So what y'all started? What y'all ain't say y'all pick? I know we said some of us said ours on you. Y'all got what y'all favorite is? What y'all start with?
Me, I'm in agreement with Miss Leakey and Awesome Baby.
Okay.
You know, because and the reason why I say that because, like you said, that Red Boy Jocko. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Awesome Baby came up a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, anytime you cross that yellow with that buck shit, you know, look how many, like I said, look at the line of dogs. If you take 357, you take the Mayday dogs, you take the Stone City dogs, you take the Undertaker dogs and the Gaston dogs, and look at them five kennels now.
No, you got Ratliff up there with Buckus. You got Ratliff.
Yeah. Well, I forgot the Untouchables. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't say Ratliff. Yeah, he had Buckus up there.
Yeah, Untouchables. Yeah, and that's six kennels that are very well known.
I think. Shoot, even Strictly Business. I think they had that Buster Brown dog stuff up there.
You're right. Help me.
Yeah.
Strictly Business. That's 7. That's 7. I mean, we talking about big known kennels that was winning with this shit.
Yeah.
Their own line of dogs that they was using.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit was working. I mean, I ain't talking about just working. I'm talking about historically speaking, they shit still exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how many people? There's more macho buck dogs still moving around out here in these great. I'm seeing macho buck in a lot of great dogs, bro. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Yeah. See, I ain't been keeping up the pedigrees lately. There's a lot of dogs.
There's man, macho buck standing out there longer than better than motherfucking Mayday, bro.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Macho buck is the one standing out. He threw some good dogs, man. I see him in a lot of good pedigrees, real good pedigrees.
But you know, like, think about like the 90s and the early 2000s. Ain't that many people had buck dogs though. It wasn't that many.
Right.
Know? Like you ain't like I don't recall really going into buck dogs. Ain't that many people had them. Like, you know. So it's like sounding like a lot of people know about them now. But you know, even though it was like that, see, you know, that was what 6, 7 good kennels, but everybody else was pretty much using the other stuff.
Yeah, and that's why they was coming up. I'm sorry. I mean, shit. Baby was a buck dog.
Yeah.
But Roger knew when they was buck dogs, they had Mayday in them, but they still came down off a yellow buck.
Yeah.
And they produced. Matter of fact, Baby was really the only registered mare that close. Coming off of them dogs, man. She's the only registered mare out of all them. And she was the first one crossed with Mayday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as crossing the Mayday in the Stone City, and she wasn't tied as Mayday to Blondie.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all made a funny ass comment that I'm gonna just reiterate about, you know, y'all them 7 kennels that y'all sitting up there naming, and then everybody else was using that other shit.
Yeah, we were busting their ass. We were busting everybody else's ass.
All y'all was busting everybody else's ass with that bullshit. That's the only way it could have happened.
Because there was a whole lot of buzzers getting their ass busted out there for that many kennels to run like we did for them years, man.
Everybody
About years.
Hey, everybody will make it champions and grand champions off their ass.
Hey, I'm telling you, brother. That's why I said, well, we throwing names up in there. We didn't throw going hard up in that bitch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm finna ask you, did y'all have some stuff too, right? From Stone City?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's 8. That's 8.
Yeah.
Killers.
I thought you probably named yourself. I thought you probably put your name in there.
Man,
Yeah.
you know how Mike get a hold of shit. I didn't get a chance to throw that in there because you know I'm always throwing my shit up in there.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. What about me?
Yeah, gotta throw yourself in there.
Man, I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk shit about my bitch because she still was the first Stone City Mayday cross. She was. And to come out with 4 champions or down cell being bred back into that Mayday, or coming down off of Mayday, period. All you're doing is just putting more line bred buck dogs on top of that shit. And then look, that Stone City breeding, look at all them litter mates out of Stone City, Yellow Buck and Miss Nico. Remember, a lot of them offsprings produce champions. You know what I'm saying? Little Buck produced that little female that Black Ice had. Remember the one that beat that killer clown bitch?
Mm-hmm.
That champion.
Okay.
I forgot what her name was, Little Baby Red or something like that.
Yeah.
She came out of one of them Yellow Buck Miss Nico litters.
Okay.
Sarah Kell was the Yellow Buck Miss Nico breeding. That grand champion Ramel Buck.
Yeah.
That's a Stone City breed. So Kel came out of that Yellow Buck Miss Nico breed.
Yeah. Before let me give you one little small story before I get off right quick. Cause I like to be in the chat. Cause I like to hear everybody talk too. Cause I be like my field day when I can hear what other dog men did too. How they won. But back in the days, like we had one of my homeboys. He stayed in Orlando, and he was real close to the jet.
You broke up, bro. You still there?
Oh no! Tell me we're not losing. That was gonna get good.
He's still there.
Hey, you still there, Marlon? Waiting on you, baby. You still there though?
While he doing that, let me give him a quick shout out right quick. Big shout out to Pit Dog. What up, fam? Let's see. CEO Life. Welcome to the Shark Tank fam. I see you. MB for fire. What up, fam? Holy Catcher. What up, fam? Let me put you back here.
He's still there.
Yeah. You probably riding through some mountains.
Yeah, I'm there. Hello, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you back. You back.
Okay.
You back.
Yeah.
You in the mountains?
Man, my Wi-Fi ended up calling me. Yeah, and I was trying to click off. Yeah. Okay. Let me finish the story. My homeboy up in Orlando, he knew that's how Jesse was able to get those dogs. Now, back in the 90s, we had a dog. I think it might have been off of Mayday, and I don't think it might have been. I think they had one up there called Dragon. I think. Did they have?
Yeah, Dragon Lady.
Okay, Dragon Lady. So we had one, and she was she was a nice little female. But because of the competition that we went into, all those Cubans had the Mayday dogs, it made us then like Mayday dogs. And she was a good bitch. This was like when we had 3 for the 7, like 97, 98. I would not stick her. I knew it'll work, but because I didn't want to have none of that line in our line, I would never breed the bitch. I know I would have got some good dogs out of it. But because our competition was those Cubans with all the Mayday dogs, I would not breed it. It was my homeboy dog. I remember he had the female, good female. And I knew it was going to click like Macho bought them, but I would not breed it. And I could have been made the cross.
Yeah, no, well, I didn't get that brat breed.
I'm gonna tell you, if you probably mentioned you was close with them, or if you probably mentioned you were close with Deep South, maybe that's
Yeah, Deep South, yeah, we was close with them.
But the one thing, what I always think, and I just ain't never mentioned it, y'all were close to to Jesse. Jesse sent Evolution to me, and Jesse sent the dude from Puerto Rico named to me. Uh, why he didn't send y'all with a brat? Cause I see how she was bred. I would have loved to do that breeding. Why did he want y'all to get them dogs? Cause why he sent Evolution to me? I didn't know him, and he sent the dude from Puerto Rico to me.
Yeah, that's a good question. And
So why he didn't send he made sure because they went through my friend. Jesse was cool with my friend in Orlando, and that's how the breeding got bred. And your female macho buck mom was not on, and the other females wasn't on. You had a champion bitch. Why he didn't send y'all that to me?
You know, Jesse, he handled us real funny, like when it came down to us. When he saw that Stone City made a breeding, I think he never forgave me for it, but he had to appreciate the fact that I did it. You know what I mean? Because I did it when they was beefing. And they literally both got mad at me when I did it.
Yeah, because he said
both
two
had
people.
something to say about the other. You know what I mean? Why you do that? You know, I don't like that guy, you know.
Yeah.
They both have something to say, but once them puppies hit the ground, they saw them. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, that baby litter was something else. It made them think twice, you know.
Yeah.
So for Jesse to and Jesse had to connect to get to y'all. I mean, I was in. I was in there. I really felt like I should have got. I would have
loved. I don't know.
57. I mean, I thought it was gonna be the ultimate breed.
Me looking at it now, that's what I've been thinking about. I'm like, what happened? Why didn't I do that? Because Jesse was close to my friend, and he the one that was sending my friend, he got access to we all got access to each other dogs. So he the one put it together for Evolutionary to get their breedings. And and the dude in Puerto Rico out there with Tony, he got this, I forgot the dude's name, but the dude bred the 3 for the 7 and Sunny Boy. And that was because of Jesse. Now, why he didn't send your bitch here?
I'm gonna tell you really one of the reasons why. First of all, it was really when he did breed them two dogs together, because they really did have a falling out, and then everything got shitty after that. The Jesse James situation and the way I handled him about the Jesse James situation. So I could see that Jesse James situation and how I handled it was what really killed our relationship. But prior to that, you seen Mo in Orlando, you seen Jesse in Orlando.
Right. I had Ugly. I had Ugly on my yard for months, man. And I wouldn't breed her. He kept on telling me to breed her, but she was so damn ugly and making all that damn noise. I said, no, man, you need to get her. He breed her. You need to breed her. I ended up sending her to Evolution.
Because when I think of it, he bred 3 bitches the 3 for the 7. It was Little Rat Mom. He bred Yellow Buck's Little May sister, and he bred Jesse James' mom. Who was Jesse James' mom?
Shit, Jesse James' mom. Hold on.
Because he bred those 3.
Yellow Buck, Miss Nico breeding. Let me look him up. I'm pretty sure
Jesse James. He bred 3 bitches and then white. That's what I'm like, man. He could have sent and he could have sent y'all bitch down there.
He started acting funny after that we did that other shit,
but maybe because y'all fell out or something, because I don't know. But I know he said
we was trying to go around Jesse's ass. Shit.
Yeah, we was.
Yeah.
We was hollering at y'all direct, and you was like y'all wasn't bringing him at the time.
We probably wasn't at the time, but then remember my friend was like, man, we got to start letting people breed, and that's when we started letting Macho Buck and all them breed.
Yeah, I told you. Yep, 357 bred to Yellow Buck Miss Nico bit. See what I tell you?
That's what Jesse James' mama is?
Yeah, of the Yellow Buck Miss Nico.
Yeah. But I know he bred 3 bitches. He bred Yellow Buck Little May's sister to him. I think was she a champion or something? Yellow Buck Little May's little sister?
No.
Oh,
that was little Miss Piggy. That was his little mate sister. Sarah Kell was a little mate to them.
Okay.
You know, I told you.
You know which one he bred at 3?
Champions. Yeah.
He bred one on the 3 for the 7.
357. He was off of 357, bred to that little piggy.
Yeah. Did he make 5? Did he win 5? I know he won 4. I thought somebody told me he won 5.
He won 4. He won 4.
He won 4? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he was a producer.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was a good producer now. That's what we fell out about. I'm breeding to the dog, I ain't getting shit. And yeah, he's selling puppies to everybody.
Oh.
And I bred to him twice. Standing right there and didn't get shit.
Yeah.
But yet we standing right there in the goddamn garage full of puppies supposed to be off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But see,
Yeah.
the story was told. He ended up telling the truth about it. Jesse James wasn't, a lot of people think they got Jesse James dogs and they don't have Jesse James dogs.
No.
His thing was broke.
Oh yeah. I had it.
He came with the truth about the situation, but shit, give him the money back. Don't be talking no shit. And he trying to give Mo some shit. He was trying to give Mo a puppy. Mo said, I don't want none of that shit. That shit ain't off of him.
Right. You trying to give me some shit that I know ain't off of me.
Yeah. I had a little mate to Jesse James. He was real game, won a match dog, but he was very game, couldn't stop him. He was very game. But he wasn't a match dog, but you couldn't stop him. Yeah, it was a little mate.
But all of them was some good ass dogs though, man.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't nobody really changing. They was actually just riding that damn wave and getting damn good dogs.
Yeah.
We just jumped on that train with them, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, I just jumping on the show to mess with y'all right quick, man, and give my little 2 cents, so everybody can do their little comments and see what they want. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the show.
Appreciate you, Marlo.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, bro.
I want you to check out that baby before you go.
Which one?
This one I got. Is it on the screen, Mike?
No, not yet.
Man, something because of my you gotta just yell it out, how it's bred, because when my wife had called, it messed up my screen, so I can't see nothing. But you could just yell it out.
Okay,
you can just tell me how she bred.
She was off a little buck, Piggy's little May's sister.
Okay. So you say that's the yellow buck sister?
Yeah. Little buck was off of Yellow Buck and Miss Nico.
Okay.
And we bred him to a daughter of Brett, Little May's brother.
Also Bradley.
That's how she was bred. She came off a Little Mayday.
Okay.
Bred to Yellow Apache, that 10th bruiser male.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that Ramel buck came off of Sarah Kell. Sarah Kell was off of Yellow Buck Miss Nico. Bred to that champion Ramel dog who was off of the 10th bruiser shit.
Yellow Buck produced some good ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he produced some good ones.
We had Little Buck.
Okay.
Yeah, remember all them dogs produced, every single one of them produced. Sarah Kell produced.
Okay.
Little Buck produced. Little Piggy produced. Don't forget the little female that Black Ice had. She was a Black Ice little female champion baby, something like that. Well, she came off of Yellow Buck Miss Nico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a hell of a cross. And then you got Jesse James coming off of a Yellow Buck Miss Nico dog. Like I said, I know there's another one out there too. I forgot what his name was, but he was out of little. He produced a champion.
Yeah. Let me ask you one more question before I fall. Remember how dedicated that we all was as dog man? Now we don't have to say no names, but are there any dog men that dedicated the way that we all was to be good like that? Because me personally, I don't know. No, don't say no names, but are there anybody like dedicated like the dog man that we just like how everybody we knew that really was good today? Because I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing today. I can tell you this much. Based on what I was seeing back then, we was matching dogs. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? We was dedicated to matching dogs. And we had it figured out. all these great kennels that we talking about, they had it figured out. They had the formula figured out. And they were able to use them formulas, man, and use those dogs. If you know what I'm saying?
So then, if the quality of bulldogs gotta fall. If the dog men ain't that good, the quality of dogs are falling.
That's right.
Because that's what I was wondering. I just want to see what your opinion. Because y'all get me back into it. Y'all,
I mean,
y'all get me back into it. A dude on another.
Black Ice had a nice one.
You broke up, Marlo. But yeah, you know what? Because if you look at the time period we talk about, man, everybody was doing dogs. Hold on, I got Marlo back on the stage. Hold on. He said he was back. Oh, okay. Hold on, Marlo. I'm coming. Got you. Okay, I got you. You there, Marlo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you there.
Hey, Marlo.
He there.
Hey, Marlo. You with me?
I hear him talking, but I don't know if he can hear us.
Here go another 357 dog off of 357, Mike.
Hold on, let me blow it up for everybody. There we go. Yeah.
That's another one. You see what I'm saying? And look at the bottom. Yellow butt Miss Nico. So that was two champions right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesse James and Baby Red. Then you got Baby registered married. I didn't even throw Sarah Kell up there yet. I'm gonna throw her up in there.
You're right about that, Vernon. You know how we do that. Vernon, down there where you at in that area, I wonder how the breeding is going with the good Eli dogs. You just in that area and been in that area for so many years. I mean, I always say if you really want to get a real good Eli dog, as however y'all want to put it, whether it's off of Bully Son or Snooty or whatever that fuck else is out there when it comes down to Eli. What took over down there as far as the outcrosses, Vernon? I know you've been around a lot of years, but I know you've seen many ways of them doing it, but what stood out more for you? I haven't never got you up here to talk, but boy, I know you know some shit. Put it down there in the chat, because I would really like to know what, out of all them great dogs that came out of down your way, what were the outcrosses that just seemed to just work when they started outcrossing? Because that area picked up, but it picked up in so many different ways with that foundation that, we can't talk about it now because, of the now, but I watched it over the years, how it just progressed. But the foundation for them dogs, it always was going to be Eli, the best of the best coming out that area. I mean, that's just not just my opinion. History speaks for itself. You lived there, so you know better than I do. I'm just giving you a taste of what I know. Man, I've been down that motherfucker for many, many years, but I got family there. My man, Mr. Will Turner said back in the day, Gasson was up at C. McLeod's with Red Becker, Captain, myself, Dog Walker, Gangbusters, seen some real solid bitches. some of the stuff we looking at was better than the common names. Well, Will, you from up north, so I'm pretty sure once you step down that way, and again, I talk about that area. They had some shit down there for you, man. And I know Rosterman was using a lot of those Gaston dogs too, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah. I tell you, we got one.
Showtime. Get him, baby. He said, I love the chat room. They exposed all the greenhorns. You know what, Carlos George, we were just having a conversation about that outcross with them alligator dogs today. What we mow?
Yep.
Seen a great bred motherfucking bred, just like what you talk about. Big shout out to my man Talking to City Kennels in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to my brother, my man D-Bid3, aka Ben Ben. What up, fam? Hey, Mo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Will. Mr. Turner said, throw up Grand Champion Jaheem and Miss Jamie off of Yellow Buck. We had that too. Read to Miss Jamie.
Okay, what was his name again? I'm trying to see if I can find you.
You say Grand Champion Jaheem and Miss Jamie off of Yellow Buck.
There she go, right here.
ROM, bitch.
I'm telling you, man. Yellow Buck and Miss Nico. See that? That's the other one I was missing. Her.
Appreciate that, Mr. Turner.
Yep, another Yellow Buck, Miss Nico Reed. And remember now, keep in mind now, we was the first one to take that shit and breed it to Mayday. And like I said, we the ones sitting there with the ROM bits, like her. Little Buck didn't make ROM, but his daughter sure as hell did.
Didn't he end up dying from babesia?
Who's that?
Little Buck.
Yep. He only had one litter.
Yep.
Yeah, now that's a good one. They sleeping on this one right here. Because Miss Nico is definitely a hell of a producer. You know what I'm saying? Why they bullshit? She was a Jeep bitch.
Wasn't she
bottom side was Jeep Rascal.
Big shout out to my man Talking to City Kennels in the house. I see you, fam. Go ahead, Mo. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, there was good crosses. And don't forget Goofy Girl. These South had Goofy Girl. She was off of Yellow Buck. Oh, I'm getting there.
Boy, don't you? If it don't be for Yellow Buck getting hit by that truck, just think how many other motherfuckers he could have produced. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Remember, that's a whole lot of RM bitches coming out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, her shit ain't there though.
I'm scared to hit that motherfucker. He might attack me. Shit.
That they go Game Boy. They go Destroyer. I know I seen Goopy Girl in there somewhere. There she go. Another bad little bitch. And that bitch right there. Bradley Luke came.
Them bitches getting a lot of love tonight, ain't they? Yeah.
Oh yeah. And see, those some badass dogs. I mean, that Yellow Buck stuff, that Stone City shit, it was a factor back then, man. That was a hell of a factor. That Goopy Girl was very good as hell.
I appreciate that, Mr. Vernon Starr. He said that snooty red boy. Yeah. So you see, I still be
another good one.
Yeah, we still be nosing around down that way. Shit was hot.
Wade's Champion Tate.
Big Spill. What up, fam? Okay, I feel you. He said my buddy broke Roster Man back with the beast at Jeep Snooty Cross. I know that Carolina has some of the best Eli shit that I've ever seen. I've seen it in all types of ways. Remember, just fuck around with James Edwards and the Atlas in them. You can't get no better than what they was doing. Tom wasn't even in the picture at that point in time, back in our day. So I just watched it grow over the years. And they still got, to me, some of the best Eli shit still ever produced. And they the reason why it's still around. Because if you're going to look for a good one, that's where you better go look for it at. You always felt that about them Carolina dogs too, didn't you, Mo?
Mm-hmm.
Them dogs was the love of your life. You said, I started there, goddamn, I'm gonna end up there with them.
It mixes up too low.
I'll see you go. Big shout out to them Knickerbockers out there, to my New York family. What up, fam? Y'all do 2-0 going back home. Yes, sir. Big shout out to all my New York Knicks out there. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Is this the year? Is this the year? Big shout out to my man Pit Dog. He said, finger red, #1. Yeah, you hollering now. I feel you. My man, Showtime, he said, we took a bitch off of Champion Tate to Arkansas to Mainline and bred her to Champion Tuffy. How did it turn out there, Showtime? My man Union County said Tuffy was one heck of a dog. Champion Tuffy. Look at them New York fans out there representing. Y'all know what's up. Well, I bet you Spike Lee, boy, he might, I ain't gonna wish nothing bad on it, but this is all he been waiting on. He probably to go lay down now. He said this day, you know what I mean? He said this day gonna come.
Yeah, I like them alligator dogs too. I mean, you can't take nothing away from the Jeep shit.
Big shout out to my man, Mr. Trevor Leahy. What up, fam? He said, Mo, Mike, if you had your choice to choose between Red Boy, Buck, Yellow, Jeep, or Pit Journal as a clone dog, which one would you choose? Now, me and Mo, two different people, so mine might be different than Mo. But me personally, I'm going back after the yellow shit.
And while you doing that, I'm gonna share the room with you. I'm gonna go grab that Jeep shit. Okay. I don't know. It's a grab between Jeep and Buck, man. I might have to steal.
You gotta pick one, Mo. You gotta be biased now. Now you gotta go ahead and pick one. I'm sticking to yellow. You already know why. Because I got Red Boy anyway, so it don't motherfucking matter.
I gotta go with Buck, man. I hate to pick over Jeep, but I gotta go with Buck. I hate to go with Jeep, man. I really do. I think to me it's a tie between those three dogs, and then while y'all playing, you know, I'm gonna really be fucked up about it, because then I'm gonna say, I mean, if I was to pick, I'm going. I would have to say, I would still have to say Mayday. I'm sorry. You know, give me all them. I'll take Jeep. I'll take Frisco. I'll take Mayday. I'll take Yellow. I'll take Buck. If I had to pick between them, I would take them all.
But you only get a chance to clone one. You ain't rich.
I gotta have the dog that I created with all 5 of them dogs. I'm in the house. That's the dog I want.
You're not being fair with the shit. See,
yeah, the dog I would want is the dog that got them all in him. That's the one I want. I'm stronger than a motherfucker. You gotta remember, the only one we didn't mess with all the dogs I just spoke on. We didn't mess with Jeep. We didn't mess with Yellow. We didn't mess with Mayday. We didn't mess with Buck. And now we can say we didn't mess with Frisco. Awesome Baby and Honey Bunch. We've had all these dogs on our yard. And them dogs made our yard successful. That's what I'm saying. If I had to pick, I would pick all 5 of those dogs. Actually, all 7 of them. And that would be my line. The dogs is coming out of all them dogs in that line. That's what I'm coming with.
Then you might, well, that's the going hard shit though, Mo. Them was going hard dogs, right?
Again, you're correct.
Because that's what made up the yard.
That's what made up the yard. And when you look at all them yellow butt Miss Nico puppies coming off a yellow butt, and the way they was breeding was the same shit. Especially when we turned around and crossed it with Mayday.
But we had all
the top echelon dogs.
But let's talk about like the same thing, Marlo, aka Vance, aka Super Kennels, like what he said. Remember, they was doing like what we was doing. They was bringing the number champions or grand champions too.
Mm-hmm.
So, fellas, we weren't the only ones who was doing that. We were not the only ones who was thought like that. So that's just another example of some of the shit that we say that people just think they don't guarantee shit. Well, goddamn it, let me tell you what the ones that I seen doing it, they was guaranteed. Why would they keep doing it? That's the part that made sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
If they doing it and they getting dogs and still be doing it, still we was doing it and still getting dogs to do it. I mean, maybe everybody couldn't do it, but it was so many that was successful doing it, fellas. I'm telling you, and the bitch did matter. Yeah, Miss Luca.
Hardcore shit. Look at that.
Big shout out to my man, Mr. Jaden Johnson. What up, fam? Been a while, fam. Glad to see you back. My man Carlos Reagan said that's basically making a Stone City Pit General cross. And if you look at what made the General, that's the same thing we always talk about. You know, Carlos, we're always talking. So I'm glad to see where we be coming from, because we can only talk about what worked. Because if it wasn't working, I don't think we would really be talking about it. And now that we've talked about these things, we try to take a deeper dive into, we still be talking about these males, but tonight we running up on these females. And as you see, you know, that list is not very long when it comes down to trying to pick. If you had to pick one female, which female would it be? And we can pull up so many of them that really worked based on the people that we knew. You know, and we don't know everybody. That's why we ask you guys to throw out names. But I see everybody still throwing out familiar names that we're familiar with. And so we have no choice but to go and look at them and understand, okay, we're looking at the male, but then is y'all really paying attention to the bitch that made that motherfucker? Do you see how important that is? Remember that the daddy can go make more, but it's the bitch, fellas. We all, for all them successful ones that had the right bitch that could throw and give them at least one. I mean, I can't take nothing away. Even if you throw one, you're doing something. But to throw two or three, shit, you really doing something. And for all my dog men out there of the past, y'all know what we talk about. Y'all know what we saying. Shit, y'all know it was a goddamn great feeling to just get one. Everybody else hollering about the male, and you're all right with that because you don't want nobody to say nothing about that bitch. Where's she at? She's still back there. She off in the corner way back there in the back with 3 security fences and an alarm system with 15 cameras.
Y'all see what I'm doing? That Trinity bitch is the one that knocked out that 4-time winner Mallory. Be thick as Mallory. Champion Mallory.
My man Van said, what about Carver bitch that kept the Eli dogs going? My man Carlos came back with the Black Widow and Bass's Cleo. Them names are very familiar to me. Yeah, them dogs right there, they very familiar. You can't help but know them dogs. You from Carolina. You do some real bulldog, and I just say it.
They ain't all of them. There you go.
Yeah, she had a whole bunch of shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah.
What was that Carver dog that Eddie used to have? What was his name?
You ain't talking about Buster D.
Nah, the old boy had Buster D. The one Eddie had. I think Buster D might have been down off of some of his shit because he talked so highly. What was that dog's name?
Mm-hmm.
You remember how Eddie was? I remember that one black dog. He swore him down. He was, I don't know if it was Paul broke him, but somebody broke his heart.
Damn, I know which one you're talking about. Damn, I forgot. He matched him and he lost. He quit.
He quit, yeah.
Quit like 45.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie was hurt behind that, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Because he was so busy putting them on them little dogs. Put a real bulldog on his ass, he quit.
That's RIP to my boy Eddie, though, but he was a bulldog man to the end.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina country as you can get them. Good-hearted dude. Loves his dogs.
Remember, Paul had him set up good.
Yeah, he did. But see, that the hatred came in because our dogs was better than they dogs. And then they started hating on Paul. You know what I mean? We knew you before they did. Remember all that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thought they were going to come out and beat up on our shit. Oh. Then get mad. I don't know what they was giving y'all, but I know these motherfuckers came from over there. And they is mopping they shit.
I can't fall asleep on that damn Satan lady right there. Satan lady. Alligator and Rufus. That Black Widow cotton bullet shit. You don't look at that shit.
Yeah, Black Widow's another one of them dogs' names that just gonna always ring as far as females. I don't know if it was the Carolina that got me always knowing that. Or just being around a lot of dog men who just, she always gonna pop up.
Mm-hmm. See, all these dogs are just famous. Oh, Tank.
Did they ever
On the
try?
Honey Bunch.
Did Tank end up living after his 6th match? Do you know?
He produced a 6-time winner and a 4-time winner.
Yeah, remember we did this show on this
Mama, yeah.
show with Mama. Yeah. Can't help but run right back into this shit when you talk about great dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Just slip right up on this shit.
But you notice how they breed them, though. You ain't seeing a whole lot of other shit. You see that the champion being bred like that. You know what I mean?
See? Mayfield is sativa.
Yeah, that's that heavy nigga shit.
Right.
But you tell me one weak ass pedigree I done put up here. Name, ain't nobody seen one weak ass pedigree yet. I'm talking about these great dogs.
Somebody took their bitch and bred to that grand champion and created a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Come on, y'all. That's like when they took Little Madame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bred her to a champion, right?
Yep.
And created a grand champion, 7-time winning killing bitch, didn't they?
Sure did.
Uh,
Straight killer.
And that's what is that Going Hard Kennels Madame?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So I feel like
I
I feel good like that when I see Mayfield doing it, right? You know what I'm saying? When Mayfield turned around and bred that bitch to that grand champion, to that champion male, and got that grand champion 6-time winner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know we got a pedigree to look like that, you know, but that's our name down there.
I'm gonna pull it up, man. You bought it up, dude.
Well, Mo, you know, I like to shine in the glory sometimes too. But it's just the moments right there that when you know, that was a 6-time winner. I'm not trying to say we know Mayfield or nothing, but I'm just saying.
There you is. That yellow butt Miss Nico shit again. You know what I'm saying?
And what was her longest match?
The longest? Bitch never got 30. 28 minutes. Bitch won 7 matches and the longest fight was 28 minutes.
Back end stone killer.
Back end stone killer.
That's all I'm saying. That's just somebody else to do was doing the same shit that we was doing and said, twin, let me get that dog.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you about it when we get back. But then, it's cool because we know the back end and how these things came to pass. You know what I'm saying?
All they did is chicken and butter to the Stone City shit. If you look at that breeding and you look at the little buck, if you look at baby breeding and this breeding, they're exactly alike. Mm-hmm. You come up with another one. They need to be throwing some of this Frisco shit up here, bred like this stuff. You know? Let's see. Tell me he don't look like Buck. You see him, Mike?
I like that bottom. I like that cross, period.
Yeah, it's a Patrick Cross.
Yeah, because you're still dealing with boils.
Yeah. Right here. Let me click on the bottom and show you all this bolio. With that bolio Eli Craw. I'll do the top first. Black bumpers. See it? Bolio Eli Cross. Look at all that bolio. And that's just some black bumpers. Let me go to the bitch now. Register a married bitch. Bolio up top. You put that on top of there with the male. You got heavy bolio. And then you got, look at this bottom, heavy Eli down here at the bottom.
They somebody JD, Dirty Dollar to a grand champion.
I mean, you got 3 guys. You got look at all them grand champions in that dog pedigree at the bottom. You're on your top. That's an all-around bitch. Okay. What was that now? That was one. That Patrick shit. Patrick dogs. Bolio dogs.
Go back one more.
Now we're coming down off. I was at Buster Brown. Strictly Business Buster Brown.
Yep.
Grand champion. Look at that pedigree. So, you know, that's why I be talking shit about, you know, I got to have all 5. Give me Jeep, Buck, you know what I mean? Mayday, and Frisco, and Yellow, and Honey Bunch, and Awesome Baby. You give me all them, I'm going to stay active. And this is back in the day when winning was very hard. Okay? These dogs
Really?
wasn't no joke.
For the amount of people that was doing dogs, the amount of dogs it took to get to a certain status was not an easy task.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for some to say it was, I mean, okay, I guess the circle you was in, but I guess the circle we was in, they felt a little bit more different because I'm just looking at it like I know the difference between the 2 worlds.
Yeah.
Can't tell me I don't know the difference. I came up through this game like everybody else. So I definitely understood there's levels to this shit. And I understand when Mo be trying to tell y'all something, when he be talking about them bitches, them females, he's showing you. You don't see many champion females on the bottom, but they taking them bitches breeding to champion males and they getting some shit. But look how the bitches is bred.
No sleeping on this one.
Yeah, but who is his mama?
Daddy May.
Damn right. ROM, bitch. But all I'm trying to get my point across tonight is the fact that behind all these great males that we keep talking about, y'all better stop and realize the foundation of this game wasn't built off the males. You better be checking them females.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they limited. I mean, you got one who can throw based on the time period that you got to have just to be able to put them litters on the ground and raise to see what it's going to be like. They even want to move forward. You're doing great to see them one litter. Shit. Trust me. Even to get one, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Because that something might lead to something even bigger. The fact is, you know, as crazy as it might sound to some of you guys, I hope it be like a reality check for a lot of y'all. Because to us, registered merit, we always consider it as a trait. Always. And history will show you. Mo tells you that all the time. He pulls it up. Look here, brother. This is what ain't nothing weak tonight. And behind every motherfucking male he keep pulling up and female, you're gonna still see that bitch got something to do with it. She just not know any bitch.
Yeah.
The foundation, of this community was always been bit on these bitches.
Yep.
So big shout out to the working ones. I just thought, we needed to have this conversation only because when we talked about everything else in the breeding process and the men, and then we talk about the dogs, and then we talk about the mentality of the people who were actually doing these breedings and what we was actually doing with the dogs that we was breeding. Back in that time period, it's evident based on, you go back at a couple shows back and you'll see, they was really getting it in. But when you start talking about what made certain people stand out, these are the things we try to bring to the table. Because a lot of these people we shown you, they was dead serious about what they was doing. You heard what Marlo said. No different than shit that we be saying. Same shit that you seeing on this damn podcast tonight. A whole lot of people, as you can tell, is taking their bitches to these great males. And not only did it make the female great, look what it did for the male. She's limited. Step fees just went up on the male. And if the bitch throw anything else, you know what I mean? It might go up to 2,500, depending on what the next male. A lot of these guys was thinking like that. That's why a lot of those breedings got in. You still firing them more? Hold on, let me see what my voice is down here.
I'm gonna grab and shit, nigga.
My man Darkside said, Mo, do you know the dog they call the one in Ohio?
Yeah. That's his name, the one.
Sorry about that, Dark Side. I was a little behind on the chat, bro. But I got it in. That look like Wiggles, Mo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Turner said, Mo, can you throw up V-Dog?
V-Dog?
Yeah.
Make sure I got the right one.
Is that the one, Mr. Turner? I'm sorry, I'm behind, but I'm catching up, fam. I can get down here and see his answer. Okay, I'm down here.
That's a nice motherfucker right there. That's a nice breeding right there. The way that motherfucker bit up, he should have been a champion. Look at that motherfucker head.
Well, that boy got a wide chest, don't he? Well, that'd be just me.
Better didn't produce shit. He better produce something. He's sitting there with all these damn scars. He better be able to throw something. Something. We looking though. Yeah, I would expect him to have to throw some pretty nice dogs. You know, but like you say, you know, you got two good dogs right there being bred together and ain't getting nothing. You got Buster Brown all up in there. STP running Candy up in there. Reno up in there. Bobby Jr. Snake Jr. And Miss Boomer. Come down for two champions. This is the kind of shit to make me be like mad. I would never make that breeding again. That's one of them ones that didn't click. That's all. Y'all see that shit? You would think you'd be sitting up there with a Mayday litter with that breeding. No, it didn't happen. It ain't none of that shit guaranteed.
But where's the ROM trait? I would have to expect it to happen.
Well, they run on short.
Well, I'm just thought I'd bring that to your attention because that looks a little bit different than everything else.
Exactly.
We got a lot of match dogs, but no ROMs.
ROMs all up in here now. You know, here's the problem right in here. Here's the problem right in here. Because they know they got good dogs, but you know we know about that St. Louis shit, Mike, don't we?
Yes, sir.
When we tried to get down there and go test some of that shit, what happened?
Mm-hmm. When nobody answered the phone or had an excuse.
We were trying to take that Going Hard shit down up in there and test that Black Street Cruise shit out. Now, y'all think y'all got some killers. We were trying to show everybody we got killers. I don't know what y'all killing, but we would come to your backyard. We definitely tried to get into their ass too, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Cough up one of them champions.
They had enough
of a little brat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. They were the first one that had a shot at Red Ace.
Yep.
We wouldn't have had to go where to Puerto Rico, damn it. They had to went on and did it. See, there was a reason why we had to go to Puerto Rico. Because nobody over here trying to give us shit. Just being honest with you. And I know everybody seemed like they were getting it, but I don't know. We just either we didn't have a big enough name, or what little bit was getting out there was causing the problem. Nobody.
The problem was they was trying to stay away from that shit.
Didn't nobody want to be
around when you got motherfuckers that's out there biting. Shit.
Hey Mo, I'll tell you, word got around because they didn't want no, like, we were supposed to be greenhorns, you know, beating them up. You know what I'm saying? I think that had a lot to do with it because remember the damn the Legion of Doom show kind of set the hype. But everything that came after that, remember how long it was before we took a loss?
Right, not just
before we did loss.
Judo.
Right. I'm just saying Look at the time period in between Judo's first loss and then when that streak took off. Remember, it was Judo, Blood, BA, all of them came after Judo's first loss.
Mm-hmm.
Because from that point on, boy, it was on a range of terror. The next loss I think we had would have been
Red Ace.
Red Ace. Yep. And that was one hell of a long streak. That's why I think we couldn't get a lot of shit that we want to get.
It got worse when we got Pretty Mama and them out there. Mama came up out there. That was it got worse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then it really got bad when you Buck Rogers and them came around.
They were good bred dogs though. All of them was good bred dogs. I mean, you got Stone City, you got Hardcore. Look at the people we running around with. You got Hardcore, you got my boy from Pro Set, you got him out there.
Deep South.
Deep South. Man, we had a running team, man, that was like, if you added up the matches that we won, running with all them kennels, we went down there undefeated for down there 3 years.
Yep.
We man, shit.
We was doing some dogs.
Literally. A 3-year run. Messing around with Jesse, Hardcore Mike, and Deep South. And that was a hell of a run. In Stone City, that was one hell of a run. We was eating.
Some great matches too.
Yeah. Yep. I'm betting on all the Mayday dogs. Remember, I bet against Jesse when he went into Annabelle.
That really made him mad.
Yeah. Annabelle, he better have got that bitch. Annabelle bit that bitch in the chest. And that bitch was leaking air out of her chest. It was the air was leaking out of her lungs into her under her skin. Dog was swelling up with air under her skin. During the match, she was swelling out. You had to pick that bitch up. We didn't know what the hell was wrong with her. Like somebody stuck a air tank to her ass and just blowing her inside of her body up. It was just, yeah, that shit didn't look right. You had to pick her up. But then you got Big Mike coming in there with 9 milli. Them was some good ones.
Yeah, everybody was on the bitch run there for a minute.
Yeah. And then you had Pro Set out there.
Yeah, you got Sugar.
With Milo and Morocco and all them. And Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget my boy Mike Stewart over there with CD. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to go back down there and breed the CD. But he was one of them. Yeah, Brady Cock Diesel just from running around with Pro Set. Run around there, jumped on Beetlejuice. I mean, I was doing some shit back then, man. You know what I mean?
Mm. All I can say is more power to the working dog, man. Because some of it just had it that bad, man. Where this is more like a science.
I mean, my thing is, if it don't be for the journal back then and just the underground and the circuit itself, y'all wouldn't even know about a lot of these dogs, man. Because and all these readings that I pulled up tonight, tell me one dog that was bred fucked up. Y'all can't name one dog that I pulled up tonight that had a fucked up, crazy ass pedigree. Not one. You'll see a whole bunch of black and all that crazy shit all on the pedigree where you're looking for. Gotta go back a whole bunch of damn generations to figure out where we started at. You didn't see not one of them tonight. Not one time did you see a pedigree like that. And we talking about great bred dogs that were match dogs, producing dogs. And we talking about this is the mindset of a breeder. If this ain't teaching you how to breed a damn real bulldog, what else can I tell you?
Okay, Mo. God damn it. And we're going to end the show with that right there. I mean, come on now. I mean, you can't get any simpler than that. I just pressed the issue because of the bitches has always been the key. Don't get away from the facts. The foundation, the beginning of everything for you. Regardless of climbing the wall or being a great weight pit bull puller, you know, these dogs don't know what you want them to do.
Hey, where Vance at? I bet he didn't see this one. Huh? You missed that one. Yeah. Yeah, y'all see it.
Yeah, hey Vance. Yeah. It would have been better if we had went straight to him.
Okay. I got it though. That was Gameville right there.
Calypso, what up, fam? Appreciate the love, fam. What up, fam? Being Bulldogs in the house. Vance said, blame Jesse.
He's still blaming it on Jesse. Hey, I went and got it though. Look, it got done. That's just showing you the possibilities. That's all that was, the possibility. Well, I'm trying to get little Jimmy up here right quick. Let me see if I can find him here.
Let's see.
I don't think that's him though. Yeah, that's scary. That's him right here.
Appreciate you too, Clipso. You got to come up to the top a little bit more. That's Hershey and them on the bottom over there.
Mm-hmm. Double bred mate too. That whole bottom going hard. They go little Mayday. Yeah, I was feeling like Stone City there for a minute in hardcore. Yeah, I was. Thanks to Gameville, they did a lot of this shit they sell. My thing is, I think Brat played the major factor because Brat had a style. She had Red Ace and she had Mayday. That was a combination. Brat and Little Mayday was two complete bulldogs, real bulldogs. They made her, everything their mama didn't do, they did for her ass. To show you just how good she was. Because she sure put it in them two motherfuckers. You did not want to run into neither one of them. And then the dogs that came down off of them, all these was good bulldogs. But shit, you'll find Fat Bill. They be sleeping on Fat Bill ass. You'll find Fat Bill and a lot of great dogs too while y'all playing. That Bill had a run. You can't be sliding no hit during the show, man. You coughing all over the place. You ain't got no cold. You ain't got hay fever.
You remember G Money when he was talking to Nino? You're right, man. You're right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had one of them type of moments. Cause I was just meant to say you're right. Got the call.
Yeah, all them was good bred dogs.
But that's before you even get started, because there's so many more of them more that you could be sitting here doing this with.
Oh yeah.
All it's just basically showing them is we was no different than what everybody else that we've been showing you.
Mm-hmm.
And we say we copying, and if you could just look and see exactly what was actually going on, everybody was still able to have good dogs. And remember, we cannot just show you game, but we can go over there in other people's yards too and show you the same shit going on. See, all this happened during the vacation. You know what I'm saying? But the right people got the right dogs, and they know what to do with them. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, them bitches played a major part. Major. Okay. Appreciate the love, student.
I'm gonna tell you another bad bitch, man. I gotta pull her up though. I gotta put up that TKO Autumn. Let me see, is she in here? TKO's Autumn. Yeah, she was a registered married bitch her damn self. I'm trying to find her though.
Man said, can y'all name a dog you seen that was a monster you wish you could own? Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Queen of Heart and Pandy.
For me, Mayday.
And Mayday. Yeah, I take Mayday.
To me, that was a monster. I mean, just for a big dog, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mayday was a beast.
We dealt with little, everything under 40, at least 48. I think Mama was the biggest dog we ever matched. But you would have to seen the dog to really understand why I appreciate the dog. Just be honest with you. Because, when you deal with crazy enough to know that there's a dog who can just be a real crazy, type of animal, but had the mentality to just, I'm going to destroy you and just be stuck on that.
Bitch right here. I'll take home any day. Yes, sir. That bitch right there. I'll take her. Give me her, you give me Queen, and give me Mayday. I ain't being choosy, but I'm telling you, that's the way I go.
I say my runners up still be Radar and Psycho.
Yeah, that's that Baby Jones shit. That's that light type shit that they was using. That's what they was winning with. K-Man and all them was that Baby Jones. Remember the little female, what was her name? Mike, I keep forgetting. Judy Jones. Judy Jones was a Baby Jones dog. And like I was saying, strictly business, they was doing their thing. Imagine what that Gotti dog had to be like for them to be pandy to them. They had that Baby Jones shit. Saw that Baby Jones? Saw that Baby Jones and that shit?
That's like Queen of Hearts shit we was talking about earlier. Earlier. I think if she had still been in Abraham's hands, the breeding program would have been a lot different.
Another good producing bitch right there.
Yeah.
Go Chino. They go Nitro. They go Apache. I'm talking about great dogs now. Great bitches. That's what them great bitches do. Y'all see them pedigrees? Still, look at all that Bolio. That Bolio eat like Carver Cross. They all Carver dogs any damn way, but you just look at that shit. They say there ain't a lot of bitches out there, but look, every great dog come off a bitch. Y'all remember that. Every great dog we talk about come off a bitch. Another Patrick Cross. Little May's sister doing the same thing she's doing.
I just don't get how do you try to reinvent the wheel? All that one we got to do is be a wheel. And you're gonna ride that wheel till down, whatever you're riding on fall off. They was on a mission, wasn't they, Mo?
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Didn't they do Polly the same way?
Yep, Little May's sister.
Yeah. Polly and Dolly.
Johnny Five was a champion. He lost. Every one of these dogs produced. I know that dog produced a good one. I just always thought these dogs would make good confirmation dogs, period, you know? You know, I told you about Johnny Five. There you go. Grand Champion Hutch, Johnny Five, and May May. And it was one more. I forgot what his name was, but yeah. But those are her three. That was Polly's three champions.
Two great bitches right there.
Huh?
I said that was two great bitches, though.
Yeah. One of them great litters. That damn Little John dog was a pretty good one. He produced some good dogs. They ain't on this pedigree here. But he definitely produced some good ones. That bumper dog. I know one of these motherfuckers got his wins down there. He did. He put some good ones down.
Besides my man, Mr. Cecil Jackson. What up, fam? Mo, you could be sitting here pulling up these bitches all night. Right?
Oh yeah.
See, this is what I was saying about the males. See what males can do. That's a lot of motherfucking, a lot of dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Females shit ain't gonna look nothing like that. Hey, no.
Yeah.
Pull up Honey Bunch, right? And do the same thing. Let's see.
She produced Champion Jeep, Champion Charlie, Champion Misty, Champion Holly, Champion Polly, Champion Ginger, Champion Sugar, Champion Crypto, Champion Tojo, A.K. Rascal Jr., Champion Bully Bob, Grand Champion Cleveland, Grand Champion Snake, Grand Champion Wee Hut.
But see, even her list ain't stupid like the damn male you just came off of.
No, she a bitch.
Exactly. That's my point tonight. And this is one of the greatest bitches of all time producing shit. This ain't she still number one? I mean, based on when to stop doing it. So very important that you guys see that. That bitch is so important that boy, that's all it takes is the right one. You don't need a whole bunch of them. Just need the right one.
That's all it takes. Just the right one.
So I think that was a good conversation for a Friday night. And as usual, Mo, you just love this part right here, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You'll keep sitting here just pulling them up all night, man. And I think
I'm telling you, I ain't pulled up a bum yet. I ain't pulled up a registered man, a champion or grand champion pedigree that was a bum ass pedigree yet. Not one. That's all I'm saying. I'm making points here. You always hear me saying it, but I like to show you. And she had that ROM thing in her. I mean, she threw Jeep, didn't she? You know what I'm saying? Champion Sugar. red nose bitch.
Who is it? Let's see. Yeah, Breaker.
Champion Doogie. Red Man, Champion Bozak. And then your daughter Fellas. Producers. Champion Doogie, Dog of the Year. Bozak, Red Man. That's that Jeep shit crossed with that yellow shit. You already know I'm gonna do. You know I'm gonna go there. You know I'm gonna go there.
You ain't gonna never forget about your boy, man. That damn stabber.
Talk all the shit y'all want. I'm gonna keep on running back to Stabber while y'all keep trying to X my boy out. Stabber wasn't no champion, but guess what? I feel it different when I keep on seeing all this Stabber shit popping up, finding it in the Boyle dogs, finding it in the goddamn Jeep dog, finding it all down there in the Buck dogs. Golly, y'all, do I need to keep on trying to prove my point? Huh? They could take the champion off his ass and he still be showing up in a bunch of downgrade dogs. A lot. Look at all that Stabber. We got him over here in the Jeep shit.
Yeah, Stabber and Tater. Little Tater.
Stabber and Little Tater.
Them your two. Yeah, don't fuck with me when it comes to these two motherfuckers right here.
I'm trying to tell you, man. And you see me, I'm pulling up bad. I'm pulling up the bitches. I'm pulling up bitches. Look at that. What's the first thing you see in there? Huh? Black Widow, and there goes Stabber.
We sure don't want to drop down on her list.
Look at that little Tater.
Oh, there
Tony
your
Macaroni.
boy. I see you had to go find your boy.
Champion Tonka. Dirty Mary. Champion Crash. Man, stop it, Reese. No, not yet. Not yet. Let me finish. Keep choking your asses with this shit. Stabber. I'm just pointing it out. You find that bitch in everybody. Champion Nubby. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, y'all. All off of one bitch. Dirty Mary, OM, Tonka, OM. Can't forget them names. And show me a rig. And still, I'm showing you, where is a raggedy pedigree at? Don't forget my boy, Fitzwater Goldie. He's another one that shows up a lot. Another great prospect. Kobe lighting across. What? Zeke a good one. We already know Merck. Merck play key factor in a lot of this shit. Mm-hmm. You can't go wrong with this shit, man. Dog all on the cover. Yeah, y'all see that, Miss Mike?
You ain't getting too far without some carb any damn way back in that. You know what I'm saying, bro?
That's right. That's right. You see that Fitzwater Goldie over there in Boomerang and Arch Missy? I be trying to tell y'all. Because I be sleeping on the Fitzwater Goldie. That's Boomerang and Arch Missy in between his spots. In that nail shit. All them dogs produce. All them dogs right there produced. Go to that buck side, you're going to find that Fitzwater Goldie. Some of this shit's like a puzzle. You start putting it together, start making sense. There's just certain pieces of the mixture, you know, it just stands out in the game. Once you figure that out, you got something going. These guys was figuring this shit out. They were figuring it out. Remember, we go to the bug dog, we're going to find Fitzwater's Goldie. Anything else, money?
Big shout out to my man Double M Desbo in the house. Bite down and shake that like button. I see you, fam.
You go red, baby. Patrick red, baby. What do you see there? Fitzwater Goldie. Cross with that Klaus, that established shit. That shit right there led on to motherfucking Dirty Mary, Mayday, Buck, all that shit. All the Boyle shit. Come on now.
My man Carlos Reagan said ain't nobody mentioned Arch Missy. Yeah, we did.
We did get out about Missy.
You know some stuff that wait a minute.
Yeah, just did Arch Missy. See that patchy little tater right there? See that Dirty Mary right there? See that Tonka shit right there? All producers. All producers. Tonka Bear. Bofuses. 8-time winner. Sean. Yep, that's champion Sean B. That should be. No, I don't know about Sean B. Jody, champion Buck, champion Billy, champion Woody Booger, champion Tuscan, champion Billy Bob, and champion Ginger. All came off of Tonka. And you know why? Because you're going to keep finding that motherfucking stabber in there and that Fitzwater Goldie. That's the key. That's the key.
Good night, Showtime.
Look at that shit. Chicken tumbleweed.
Mo.
What's up?
Man said, have y'all heard of Grand Champion Flop Flop? Awesome bitch, very violent bitch. Yeah.
Yep.
Bakari had Flop Flop. Big shout out to my man Bakari. But nobody rolled dog harder than Bakari. When he had one, he knew he had one. You got to catch the interview with us and him. A lot of insight. Got to get him back.
They're going to flop right there. More Patrick shit. Patrick Red Boy. Just like Yellow Buck and Buck. Just like Yellow and Buck. More Red Boy.
Big shout out to Old Kennel. Welcome to the Shark Tank, fam. He said, what female has produced the most RM dogs?
Female? Let me see who that would be. Let me see. Who would that be? I would say Awesome Baby.
Over Honey Bunch?
RM dog? Yeah.
Okay. I guess you're not saying anything because you think it just speaks for itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see what she's throwing. Shit. That's why she's sitting up there on the honey bunch. Hey, one of these lines took off on their own. Let me see. I'm thinking of, let me see if we can find another one. I don't know. I would say, let me see. Dirty Mary. Can I give Dirty Mary that?
What about Daisy May?
Yeah. Let me go back to Daisy May.
Yeah.
Oh, she got his buckets on this one. They ain't got all her all Williams. Hold on. Not the right one. I can't really say honey bunch. Let's see, I see Miss Leakey. Miss Leakey and Buckets. That's two there.
See,
I would have to say
Champion Duke.
that's a good one. If you want to start talking about bitches that produce a lot of all wounds, that's a good one. Let me see. I still say Buckets, Daisy May. Hey, that's a good one right there. That produced the most all wounds. That's a real small list.
Because it's going to be between at least two, we know, Awesome Baby and Honey Bunch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's what we, that's what, as far as I know, time stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they stopped recording. So that's kind of hard to do. You know what I'm saying? But we can just tell you up to this point. And then what makes it such a big factor is these dogs are still relevant. We back here in our time when relevancy led to greatness. That's why we can sit back here and talk about it. This is what it looks like. This is what it was. You can't help but find it in your shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. You can't help but find it. But again, just trying to tell you, you got to understand where you come from to really understand where you got to go.
Yeah. I mean, and that was a good question there because that's a good one. It's bad enough. It's hard enough to find registered married bitches, let alone a registered married bitch that can produce a bunch of registered marrieds. You know what I mean? Let me see. I gotta go back and check one right quick.
What you looking for, Mo?
No, I was looking for. I'm trying to pull up one to see what bitch can we actually say produced a lot of all rim dogs.
A lot of ROM dogs?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, the list, first of all, got to be short because you're going to have to find them between them first two females, and that's Awesome Baby and
Honey Bunch.
And Honey Bunch. And then you can't even forget Dolly.
Yeah, well, she produced Mayday. You know, I was talking about Mayday dog. You know, Mayday produced a couple all-rim dogs. I mean, Luke Kane and Barracuda was definitely standouts. Because between them two, they produced a lot of goddamn dogs.
Well, we can say that about males, but I'm talking about the limited spaces that we have with these females.
Well, you know, your list ain't long.
Right. I mean, it's really a short list on the males, too, because all we got to do is still start at the top 5.
Yeah, I would
everything
say
after that.
A couple all rims.
Right. I mean, anytime you start with the top 5, I think you're going to find all the answers to everything that you're trying to talk about when it's coming to greatness in these Bulldogs.
Yeah.
They did stop really, you know, I guess things did change, put it like that. Where you couldn't see it and stay up to date with it like it was being monitored back like in our time. So a lot of things happened after that. But the reality of it is, at some point, these dogs were talked about because of the fact that they were able to withstand the test of time. The only reason that is because good Bulldogs generally do. Just got to know the ingredients. They would climb a wall. They would do any and everything that you wanted to do, but you got to have the knowledge to get it done. You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by herself. You got to make the choice of saying, why are you taking that bitch over to that grand champion or champion? Period. That's the way they looked at it. That's what we're trying to show y'all. Look, fellas, you didn't see many champion bitches, and I think it's only a couple of times the Mo had a champion bitch being bred to a grand champion or a champion. But you're seeing a whole lot of motherfuckers taking their shit, breeding into a champion and a grand champion. And made a lot of them bitches ROMs. I mean, come on, don't even have to go far when we start to talk about Polly, Dolly, a couple more that you showed tonight.
Yeah.
You see all of them listed what the males was able to do, but you ain't gonna see that kind of shit happening on these females, fellas. You're gonna fall way short of that. A top tier male.
Anybody making.
Right. A top tier male can sire endless litters, but a world-class brood bitch only has a small, limited window to make her mark. And that's what we was talking about tonight. You got to see it to understand it and believe it and understand how hard it actually is to do. And what does ROM really mean? Well, God damn it, by the time you sit down and figure that out, then you do a little adding and subtracting and shit and start thinking about how many wins per this and that, and then pick, that type of shit. You understand this was something that all these dogs we was looking at as far as females and males, they all had something in common. And you might not know the dog, but damn near, if you don't need to know the dog, just look at the pedigree and let history speak for itself. History takes care of the rest. That's why we talk about it. So you can see it for yourself. Take you right to the, straight facts. This game is not built on males. Never have been. Because they can't do it without the bitches. And based on the short and the limited amount of times they get a chance to get it right, there's a whole lot of other great males who got it right with them. So, yeah, we had a lot of choices about, you know, some of the females, but you notice the list really didn't get that long because it's really a hard conversation to have, you know, when you're trying to talk about that. And what I would say beyond 20, I would say about 2018, when it didn't really matter no more to me. Because wasn't nobody keeping track. So, but just based on what history has shown us, that's all. I don't think too much of history is ever going to change based on it just didn't get like this. It's been like this. We just take you back there to where you can enjoy and see what they all look like. And it just wasn't a couple people. It's, you know, the majority of the ones we talk about, this is what they were doing. You hear the stories. You can't help but hear the stories. Because at least these stories are just stories from what we experienced based on our own experience. Big shout out to Super Kennels, Vance, aka Marlo, aka Marlon. You know, it's still my man. But to share his story and be part of one of the, you know, greatest kennels of all times. You know, this is when you had to be serious. You got to be serious to be taking on that type of responsibility. You know what I mean? And then understand the love of the game to the point to where after all these years and all the things that may have happened over the years, you still was a part of something that should always be remembered throughout the history of time. Because we do it with Tudor. We're going to do it with Boudreaux. We're going to be doing it with so many after. And they dying. But at what point do you stop talking about them? Hell, if we can still talk about Klaus, Kobe, and all of them, we're going to talk about everybody else, even up through our times. Somebody got to fill in them gaps. And with the proof, look at and see for yourself. Rewind the video and try to just tear it up any kind of way you want, because how many times you done heard me tell you, keep down what you don't like, how you like it, what your goddamn opinion was. The fact is you can't change nothing that you're sitting there looking at. It's done already. It's over. Hell, people could talk about shit. My name ain't Michael. Or me and Mo ain't twins. Hell, people have a lot of shit to talk about. But goddamn it, you want to start getting down to the truth of a matter based on what this game was built on anyway, to the core. Remember what it was built on. Before the end of the night, we gonna get the truth. History has given us this. It's just, it also have given us how it got to this point. That's the part that we tried to share with you, because we had a small experience that we share with you based on the people, based on the reality of what history was for us. And some of us other guys out here who get over here and get on that bus and just go back and just think about all the great dogs that they had between their legs or had on their yard, and then just look back on them times and be like, just like any of the rest of us, man, I wish I had known about them damn straws back then. You know what I'm saying? But then that's the love of the game. That's the experience of the American Pit Bull Terrier community of my time. So I just want y'all to take heed to a lot of the things we have been saying over the last couple of shows. and especially on this one because they talk so much about these males. But to me, based on the conversation we had today, big shout out to my man Carlos Regas. You know what I'm saying? Great debater. He trying to get in, but he had good conversation. But it led to this conversation tonight. So I dedicate this one to you, Carlos. But yeah, just through conversation, I thought this would be a good one because we do talk so much about these males, but boy, they understand what it means when you got the right damn female. Boy, you better understand what I'm saying. For that, I'm going to leave it at that. Man, y'all show me some love tonight, man. Show me some love, especially for my bitches. Give me some love for my bitches. Give me some thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Muscles, muscles, muscles. Now, get my bitches some roses. Roses. They need they damn roses. Show them some love, fam. Show them some love. Damn, man, I really do appreciate everybody for showing out with us on this Friday night. We just bulldogging. That's all we doing. We just bulldogging. Hey, Mo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got anything you want to fill in, man? I know you got your little funky out this thing because you just ran through some shit. Man, y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't seen that shit. You get your moments, man. You was all pumped up from that earlier conversation, wasn't you, man?
Oh, yeah.
But you couldn't wait. Oh, let me get on this, man. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand nothing about these bitches. I can tell them. Well, nigga, you gonna tell them again tonight, then. Damn it. Let me get him while he hot. And you ran through. You don't waste no time grabbing them either, do you, man?
Mm-mm.
You okay?
Because you ain't going to find no bum-ass pedigree. You go back through these videos and look how these people breeding these dogs. Y'all be trying to figure out how to do that shit the right way. They're too busy looking at them third and fourth generations, building pedigrees off of third and fourth generation. That's what I see in today's dogs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting nothing in the first, second, and damn near the third these days. And then they get upset when you be pointing out some shit. You can get a champion here, you can get a good dog there. But where that dog gonna take you? There ain't a whole bunch of registered male producing shit going on. I can tell you that. Because ain't nothing new that popped up in the last damn near 20-something years. Jeep and Frisco and them top 5-7 dogs between Honey Bunch and Awesome Baby, and them top 5 over there on the male side, they still holding strong down to 20-something years later. So what did I tell you about the way they breeding their dogs now? Are they getting better than they used to be? How are you gonna say they is? And you can't even take down the chart. And that's we ain't even talking about the matching career. We talking about the production. Y'all ain't got nothing replace Jeep, Mayday, Yellow, Frisco, or Buck yet. Nothing has produced nothing like those dogs over there. Nothing like that in the female category. Have you found anything to produce like Awesome Baby and Honey Bunch? 20-something damn years later, and then you ask yourself, are y'all dogs better than our dogs of the past? How can they be? The only way that'll happen is when y'all start chalking on that damn list over there and that registered merit list. When you start seeing that, yeah, you getting champions here. Yeah, you getting grand champions over there. But let me tell you something. A grand champion in today's world, I honestly believe this is why I see so many grand champion dogs losing, coming through my years of, from coming back in and looking into the inside of shit. You got more champions and grand champions losing and back in my days of me being retired and just peeking in and see what's going on. I mean, you got them losing, but you still ain't got no dominant line of dogs. it's in a comparison of them top 5 males and them top females in the registered male, and when it comes to producing dogs.
Overseas, they could probably pull it off.
Overseas, they got a lot of that shit, but we don't talk their language, so a lot of these dogs we don't know, we don't understand. Because a lot of these dogs that are producing right now are coming from imported back into the United States. You know? And these are dogs coming from places where, they ain't getting busted for fighting dogs. There ain't nothing for them to have big conventions and a whole bunch of grand champions and champions. And even in that case, you see a whole bunch of their dogs winning and losing. They so bad, grand champion don't even have to lose his grand championship. Once he becomes grand championship and he loses, he still keep his grand championship. Why? Because they're making adjustments for the now. Is the competition any stiffer? I'm pretty sure it probably is, but not in the numbers when you got a bunch of people that used to do a whole bunch of dogs compared to, the numbers that you're getting now. You got more breeding going on, so you got more bloodlines being watered down because of the popularity of breeding dogs and trying to sell them to everybody. There's good dogs out there right now. I know if I was in the game and I had a chance to breed to some of the dogs that I've seen pop up on this show, I would be shit. I'd be the one walking around here being the next Earl Tudor with the shit that y'all be. I didn't see, because I didn't see dogs that, because we had them on our show, the only reason we recognize them. But imagine the dogs that we done pulled up on the show and the dogs that these guys done pulled up. Some of these breedings between these two dogs should have been bred. We don't even know these dogs exist until they show up on the show. Now just imagine if I took this badass dog over here and he line bred just like this dog over here, and only reason we know that these two dogs exist is because they're on the show. But would these two dogs ever be able to be bought together and make the breeding of the century? Hell no. Because if they don't go back and rewind, or the person who actually owned the dogs don't go back and find this breeding on the show, what other place are they going to find this dog out there to even know that the dog even exists? There's a lot of great breedings out there, man, that could be done. A lot of great dogs out there that could be bred to the right shit that makes the real shit. But without the ability to know where these dogs are or who has these dogs, these breedings will never be made. That's where the journal played such a big part back then. We knew where the dogs were. They were worthy of talking about it. We could find them where we had a source.
We're in new times now, though.
Right, new time now. I think y'all picking up on it, taking the chance of a pedigree online or some shit like that, and find it even harder to know if it's legit or not, or a waste of time.
Stick to the wall climbing. Stick to the competition strictly, where it don't matter if it look good. Even these lines look great. This is why we show you. Just look at them. They look great sometimes, right? They all look great because you can tell. That came down off, wasn't it? You can tell, look how he look. See, the historical part of this is a reality check, fellas, for us when we say this type of shit, because the reality of it is the underground going to be the underground regardless. It should never be as big as it was. And if it ever do, we ain't supposed to be knowing about it or talking about it. So at this point, it's all we have to give you is the history.
That's right.
And everything else, it's just not meant to be talked about because, again, we're talking about historical events. Fictional, as far as I'm concerned. But in the same reality, we got to deal with the now for what it is. If you're going to breed dogs, breed for the right purpose. You got a good dog, he just ain't just going to be a good dog because you say he's a good dog. He's going to be a good dog when he has the ability to be a good dog. Give him down if he's climbing up a wall, hitting that treadmill, confirmation show, anything that you want to distinguish as a good dog today, that's the way I would look at it. Because even then, talking about it ain't going to get it done. You just can't tell me you got a good dog because you say so. Get out there and put in some work. I'm going to leave it right there. He said, Mike, out of them 5 dogs you just mentioned, what female was the most important that was bred to each one breeder's breeding career? You catch that, Mo?
Yes, sir. Hey, that's a good one. No, say that again, Mike.
Out of 5 dogs you just mentioned, what female was the most important that was bred to each one breeding career? Like,
I still believe it was the combination. I mean, because on that registered male list, them top 5 dogs, you're going to find dogs out there like we will find definitely like Going Hard dogs. You know, you're going to find all them dogs in our pedigree, all of them together. We're going to find Jeep, Honey Bunch, Buck, Mayday, Yellow, and Frisco.
Awesome Baby.
And Awesome Baby. You're going to find them in there. And that's a combination that has been proven to work even back then. Look at all them Going Hard dogs and go back in there. You're going to find Jeep. You're going to find Buck. You're going to find Mayday. You're going to find Yellow. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to find Frisco. But shit, you look at Buddy Love and them, then now you can say, okay, now we got Frisco. You know, I'm telling you, they doing all kind of shit with the Frisco shit. Frisco getting bred to Mayday. Frisco getting bred to, that guy on the shit getting bred to Red Boy. Is getting bred to Mayday. It's getting bred to Red Boy. I mean, all kind of crazy ass shit. I mean, he coming back up. He's selling so many damn dogs. And the crosses are just unbelievable. El Tite cross into some Mayday shit. You know, it's hard to find a good bred Jeep dog unless you look into some shit that are the old, you know, that has worked. But, you know, I can't say what's out there now, but I can tell you, you know, the Jeep dogs was definitely making an impact when you have Ruckus. And, you know, I'm still going to continue to say that Ruckus was probably one of the best Jeep Red Boy dogs to me out there, because the Ruckus dog bought in a different type of Red Boy Jeep. Them dogs was killers, flat out. Them dogs was super rough. They wasn't like Jeep, you know, go hours. These dogs had an intensity damn near like Mayday. and then Jeep dogs, you know. Jeep dogs was crazy dogs, boy. That Ruckus was a very good example of what a Jeep dog looked like when he got a lot of ability and he crazy as hell like the Jeep dogs. That intensity with ability. That's what Ruckus was. And I can honestly say that Smiley dog was like that. He threw them kind of dogs. Very rough, intense dog when they crossed it into that damn alligator shit. Dogs was rough as hell. You know, and I think a lot of that has to do with that Jeep crazy, you know. The Jeep dogs had a different, you know, they had an intensity level that was like on the wild side, crazy side, but you can see it in these dogs that were being matched. They were real intense.
In each case, the female mattered because look at the bitches that they was breeding to.
Yeah.
She was bred to some good bitches, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So you keep seeing Jeep. No, I'm talking about the bitches tonight.
Well, I mean, a lot of it has to do because we're talking about the Jeep bitches.
Yeah, well, true.
You gotta remember, Miss Nika was still a Jeep bitch.
Yeah. You went down the list perfectly tonight, so you don't have to convince me, bro. You know, I've been with you from the time we started this conversation 5 hours ago. So, like I said, big shout out to everybody for showing up tonight, hanging out with us. Let me see.
Hey, we gotta give out the shout out to Paul Johnson because he is definitely definitely been a strong supporter lately. You know, congratulations, you just made the puppy list. Paul Johnson, shout out to Paul Johnson.
Big shout out to my man Skip Bell. I see you, Skip. J-Bo. It's not J-Bo, but J-Bo. What up, fam? Appreciate the love, fam. I think we done been through everything, Mo. So, as we end the show tonight, man, look, brother, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. For all the new viewers, don't forget to hit the down like button. If you ain't subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Again, appreciate everybody for showing up.
Hey, Mike, before they go, give them some homework.
What's a good one?
The one question was asked tonight.
Hold on.
The all-wearing producing bitch.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get down here to it. Yeah, I didn't get too much response, but I got a little bit. We wanted to know if you could build a yard today around the DNA of just one historical female, who are you picking and why? Drop that your answer in the comments section after the show. You know, just to put that out there. I meant to put it on there, you know, just for the conversation, and we came up with a lot of good answers. But then, you know, we still played around that top 5. I mean, even down to the bitches. You know, we're still running the honey bunch and also baby. We had some queen up in there, like I said we would. We had Dirty Mary. We had a whole lot of them, though, Mo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a whole lot of them. I mean, like you said, not one of them pedigrees was raggedy. You know?
Yes, sir.
So that's point, you know. I try to look at it as that's just our opinion. We just trying to run our facts, but share your thoughts, man, because it really helps as far as I think any and everybody who's trying to learn something. to hear other people's opinions, because we all might have different opinions, but it don't make us wrong. We just gonna have our opinions. And I love to have people who have an opinion on something, but then be willing to stand on it by, hey, to do what we do. Put it up there. Let them see. You see, look at it for yourself. When you got other people doing things like that, it brings, you know, that's some things that you didn't know. Like, damn, I didn't know that. You know, that's what that type of conversation and the testing of the knowledge becomes, you know, helpful for everybody, because it's just still a historical situation, but it's good to hear other people's point of views on those historical situations. So big shout out to all my dog, man. I put that out there for y'all to just comment on, and we're going to just keep to the same old routine. Y'all know how we do this. You dealing with these bulldogs, and we go back in our time, and you can see, once again, we weren't the only ones. But I tell you, every last one of these dogs that we talked about tonight, and the dog man who had them, and big shout out again to my man, Vance 305, aka Marlo, aka Super Kennels. Appreciate you stepping in, sharing his input, because, you know, very important, legendary conversation, and we get a chance to hear how he felt about things, which was real important in the conversation, because that's just, you're hearing them straight from the horse's mouth. You ain't got to talk about what you heard. No, you heard it from right here, from the horse's mouth. And we all had this thing in common. You know what I'm saying? Every down last one of them, they always believed in it just as hard as we did. We all decided and took upon ourselves to always. I mean it. We always. Mo, let them know. We always. Yeah. Scratch to win.
Every time, baby.
Every time, baby. Get some of that in your life. You understand what it means.
Do your homework. Do your homework.
I hear you. My man said, Miss Leakey. Fort Lauderdale D, I see you, baby. I see you. Slide through in the very end like you usually do. What up, fam? Appreciate your love, man. Red baby, Miss Leakey, I feel you. Okay, Kennels. You know, that was a popular pick tonight too, baby. Just so you know. Hey, man, hey, Mo.
Yeah.
How should I do this tonight? No, I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to just start off to where we ended. Where my females at? Here we go.
When Mike, we running.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mo and Mike in the house.
Talk about our top 5, baby.
Going hard with the legends. Paying homage, you know. Yo. Twins Mo and Mike, we running this game. Legends in the making, never gonna be the same. Kennels popping hard, these game dogs raised right. The brat, pretty mama, they shining so bright. LeMayday, what a day, they breathe the heat. Red Ruby L-Rod, they can't accept defeat. With 38 special and yellow bird, we top tier. Champions, grand champions, ain't no fear.
Run the register, I'm merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. Be the real deal, you know it's no doubt about it.
KPTO, the modern Earl Tudor. Got in the pack, making moves like a tutor. Apbt, family thick, like legends in the game. Legend of them, Triple M. Shout out the name, Deep South, Roadblock. We upholding tradition. Mama, Southern Kennels, we got that ambition. Hardcore here, the Stone City brings the fire. The Abrahams, the fam lifting us higher.
Run the register, I'm merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. Be the real deal, you know it's no doubt about it.
Listen up, respect the hustle, respect the grind. Been Nate Dogg, putting in work in the twine. Keeping that legendary status alive, you feel? Don't hate on the ride, catch the bus, we keep it real. What's history without a future? We pay the way, Captain. We make it happen, that's the play.
So here's to the champions, run the race, stand tall. Twins, Mo and Mike, we gon' answer the call. Legends in the game, yeah, we holding it down. In the world of game dogs, we wearing the crown.
Run the register, I'm married, we got the elite. Mayday Buck Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out, so maybe we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Shout out to Ohio Cash, the man with the plan, Rastaman Boom, Schoolboy, aka the. There's levels to this game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Rob, 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 rob.
Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game. With them people, see the proof and how to give. From the pit to the trophies, every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game. With them people, see the proof and how to give. From the pit to the trophies, every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, just that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legs in the doom, behind set tone. Locked tight, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal game deal, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Metal High Dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster, real strong, Southern Bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.
Going Hard Kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. From yellow made ace, they bred real stars. Welcome to the yard where the legends get raised, where the chain spots shine and the bloodlines praise. Grand champ King Kunta with that royal type stride. Red ruby in the pen, red hot worldwide. The brat in the cut, keep the hustle on track. Pretty mama got the look and the structure intact. L-Ride bring the heat, yellow bird bring the flame. Gus and 38 special certified in the game. What day in the ring, crowd love in the scene. Dogs moving like ghosts in the champion's dream. From yellow to buck, their foundation is tough. Yellow buck in the veins, yeah, the roots run rough. Mayday in the pedigree, ace in the spine. That old school fire still alive in the line. Twin brothers in command, pushing forward with pride. Going hard on the banner, let the whole world ride. Hard work in the yard, every sunrise earned. Legacy in the dirt, with every chain spot turn. No shortcuts taken, no champions bought. Just blood, sweat, time, and the lessons they taught. Going Hard Kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. Yellow made ace, turning pups into stars. Sheriff Pal bought us in the game, stamp legit. Find him in Tornadoes pedigree. Hall of Fame, double grand champion. James Pogay, the formula showed how to build and sustain. Blueprints in the blood, yeah, the knowledge remain. T.O. our partner, Ohio Cash showed how to win. Turn losses into lessons, now it's trophies we spin. Mama, Triple M, deep south in the mix. Arsenal, Kennel, Stone City, solid foundations, no tricks. Hardcore, BLB up in the spec, it's 6. Yes, yes. Tom, Dick, Todd, Tony Wade, Southern Kennels, real ones through time from Pro Set, Windy City, combined in place, low type, Apex, pressure built for the chase, gotta eat boys, black ice, hunger sharp as a blade, third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid. Yeah, I said third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid.
We in the trenches, feel that hunger in the air. Yeah. Welcome to the yard. If you're tough, you can stare. Yeah. Welcome to the yard. Where the chain spots shine, bloodlines run deep, every pedigree's prime. The game Apbt, worldwide pride. You come correct or stay the hell outside. Legacy made. We grind, we hustle. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike locked in the scuffle. Yeah, we run the yard, iron fists and grit. When the sun comes up, no, we never gon' quit. Udo and Devo, legends carved in stone. Patrick Bolio made the yard they home. Tanned and yellow, they whisper through the trees. Echoes of greatness, feel that legacy breeze. Going hard. Yeah, we run this yard, nothing but the best. We don't play it soft, bloodline stack heavy, 52 waist strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard where greatness prevails. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes, all on the upper deal. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Tails in the dirt, every chain spot turn, lessons learned hard. Like the scars we earn, no shortcuts taken. Champions ain't bought, just blood and sweat. This legacy taught from Mayday to Ace, Buck to Jeep. Every warrior counts, we ain't losing no sleep. Heat like a furnace, knowledge is the key. In the yard we trust, we got the pedigree. Feel the intensity, blaze in the fight. In the shadows of the yard, we rewrite the night. From the ring to the chain, we like kings cut out. Mo and Mike, every victory's what we shout. Going hard. Yeah, we run this yard, nothing but the best. We don't play it all, bloodline stacked heavy, 52 waist strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history baked. Y'all in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history baked. Yeah, legacy in the dirt. Yeah, to that fame. The game Apbt. Remember the name, so step back. If you can't handle the heat. The yard's going hard. Put the game on repeat. It's Mo and Mike. Kings in this game, going hard kennels. Forever ain't the same, nigga.